So wait, like that? I thought it meant, yeah, okay, there we go. Now you can hear me, woo! Sorry, just had to fix that. It's because I have to change it every time I'm recording / when I'm streaming. It's super annoying. So, there we go. You can hear me now, right? Yeah, cool. Nice. Hello, Mr. Chin. How are you? Going full casual mode today with the streaming. Let's see here. Vermintide stream. I'll just post it in the Vermintide Discord server. I need to get used to just relaxing more when I'm streaming and just taking a chill pill. So that's what I'm planning on doing today. So we're doing a 24-hour live stream when Cyberpunk comes out. So I thought, you know, I can't sit all stiff and worry like for 24 hours. So I might as well get used to the casual approach. I know I sound like I'm high or something. I'm not, promise. Being on a break from this game almost a week, understandable. Admittedly, like making the Handmaiden guide, oof, I was so trashed. Like I still feel tired today, just on the basis of how hard I worked to finish that video. Like, damn, it's all like those guides really. It's just crunch ×3 for an entire week. So, which is also why I thought I'd just take a nice relaxing stream instead today, and we'll worry about videos tomorrow. Blade Master. Eller Blade Master, sorry. Blade Master Master. Blade Master Master. Shouldn't it be like Blade Master Master? Huh? Huh? Ah, why thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. Definitely deserves a break. It's some higher quality. Ah, why thank you. Much appreciated, my friend. Yeah, it's just those guides, man. There's just so much stuff. Like literally. And it's always towards the end, right? When you're almost there. And particularly like the Mastery Guide series, they're so complex in the editing software, right? We're talking over 1,000 individually recorded audio clips, just from my voice, and we're talking like, you know, small sections of video clips that might be 50 minutes long, right? And then I cut out just a little bit for the video. So when you pack it all together, it's dragging from insanely much. And I'll start getting crashes and crashes and crashes and crashes. Like legitimately, the last 5 hours of the Handmaiden guide, I think I had 80, I'm not even exaggerating, 80 to 100 crashes in the last 5 hours. We're talking, get in there, do four or five voice recording clips, crash, start again. And like, that was, yeah. Those videos are always just a bit of a struggle to make when they get that big. And that's even with a new PC, but that shit is insanely heavy. Alright, let's see here. Oh, and I got the snake serpent frame, Mr. Chen. I'm on the modded realm right now, so I would have it anyways. But I actually got it on my on the official, which is pretty nice. I was thinking about doing some true solo. Actually, let's do one just casual Cataclysm quick play warm up, and then we'll maybe do some true solo or play with viewers. I don't know. Where you from, Blade Master? May your guys have helped me to realize just how much I suck at this game. Then I watch you playing just so that my suck factor is enforced. I'm so sorry. Apologies. I have also spent a ridiculous amount of hours on this game, so don't feel too bad. Like, I'm sure you don't suck for, you know, for your hours played. It'd be kind of sad if you didn't learn a trick or two in 4,200 hours. Oh, nice. I mean, you're gonna have a rough time the next few weeks then, I could imagine. At least a bit of a tumultuous time. With the whole election. I always enjoy having Americans around, just to talk about how it feels to actually be in the middle of it. I almost couldn't imagine. And what up, Daniel? How are you? Good to see you here. Thank you for joining. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. That's not fine. Actually, I need to re-roll one of my... yeah, I need it. Looking for attack speed and block cost. Not worried about it. Oh, glad to hear that. In my experience, worrying means you suffer twice. So that's the right approach. Tier list class, please. Oh, were you the one who made the comment suggesting that as a video? Damn, that was quick. Ah, nice. And I didn't even overclick it. So often you get right as you click 50 times, and then once you actually get the right one, you've just been so used to clicking, and then you accidentally click again. That's just the worst. Or like, do you just want me to say it here, or like do my best estimate? Oh wait, just need to change. There we go. Like, I don't know if you could do a legit tier list, because I feel like maybe you could do it for each hero, maybe. But the problem, like part of the problem would be that I'll also need to reroll the new bow. But part of the problem is that what's good is very depending on what you already have and what you don't have, more specifically. So yeah, I don't know. It also depends on what you're doing. Do you mean for quick play? Maybe you could do for solo. I think you could actually do a tier list. I think for like what's the best class for solo quick play, as like an all-rounder, right? What provides most in most cases. But it would be damn difficult to do it objectively, and I'm sure I would get a lot of backlash for that if I just consider the weapon tier list. But I'll definitely consider it. It's a good idea. Probably get a decent amount of views. Right, but that's the sad thing is, then I would have to pick Handmaiden over Shade. Ah, come on. Skaven armored on this one. Yeah, that. Ha! Nice. Where did it go? Where did you go? There you are. Don't worry, I'll get started in a moment. Come on, headshot replenish. No, no longer 420. And apply illusion, and then we're ready. Oh. Or are we? Do we have a... So many charms? Because I was actually gonna go for some other... Now, screw it, we'll just get the Skaven one. Yeah, that's fine. We're good to go. Woo!
Good evening. All is well. Well, not really.
Oh, there we go. This one looks so much better. I think the red skins, some of the red skins are just so ugly, right? Like, why, you know, this one has glow, sure. But look at the handle, right? The handle is just a boring wooden stick. Like, why couldn't they have made it glowing? And then this one, which looks, you know, much better. Because it has, like, a grip and stuff. What up, 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔄𝔄 S. Well, sure. How are you doing? Do you guys prefer that it's here or over there? I know it's a bit smaller here, but I thought better to have one that's small enough than too large. I don't know. Let me know. Oh, hello again, 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔡.
I need more inspiration. That last adventure was so... yesterday.
How's life?
Not yet, love. I'm sure they'll have new tales soon.
Anyone excited for all the upcoming game releases? There are gonna be so many games, man. And I'm gonna have to stream and make videos about all of them. S tier classes.
Tell me, Proba, have you considered
Handmaiden,
striving
Battle
for
Wizard,
order?
for sure. Those two are for sure. Witch Hunter Captain, for
I
sure.
believe you have the fortitude for that path. As a
Let's see, with Kruber, I feel like it depends. It's probably... Actually, I don't know. I'm sort of torn on Kruber. I don't know if it's because they're all closer to being equal. I think the Grail Knight is great setup-wise if you have the right setup, and the same for. But the Mercenary and the Ranger Kruber are probably better solo, and yeah, same with Foot Knight, probably better for like pre-made team. But solo, I would grab the Huntsman for sure, or the Mercenary probably. And wait, what? What is it doing? What other games than Darktide? Oh, we're gonna play. We're doing a 24-hour live stream when Cyberpunk comes out. 24 hours straight. And you look promising. Yeah. Then there's the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I have to play because it's Vikings. You know, so as a Dane, it's mandatory. Then there's Dying Light 2, although that has been delayed, so we don't know exactly when that's coming out. But I absolutely loved the first Dying Light. Like, that was just an amazing game. Let's see, what else do we have? I didn't know there was... Oh yeah, there's the new Watch Dogs Legion.
To the SwaggerDaggerSquad.
Oh, what up, Aka? Thank you very much for subscribing, man. Much appreciated. And it's funny, we don't actually know if he's here. Because, you know, subscribing, maybe he's just on the channel and he was like, hey, I'll subscribe to this dude, and he has no idea I'm streaming. That's totally possible. But if you're in the chat, what up, mate? Then, of course, there's Darktide, yeah. Obviously, that's one of the bigger ones for me, for sure. Most of the others are single-player games. So Darktide is still going to be the go-to multiplayer, at least for now. Oh yeah, Dying Light is actually also going to be online. There's at least going to be an online part, I'm pretty sure. There was in the first one. Yeah, the movement mechanics of Dying Light, oh, they were just so satisfying. Yet they still felt slightly terrifying at first. It was that there's something about knowing that you can run away that makes it more terrifying, right? It's the same thing I mentioned with the Handmaiden. The fact that you know, shit, I can actually escape, but only just, right? So you're in that space of, you know, a tiny mistake and you're screwed. That's what makes it exciting. Darktide hype, woo!
Hold on to your hate. It will give you strength.
Looter's dead. There's not one not.
A chaos warrior.
I wish you could shoot the birds.
Healing draft if needed.
Oh, I enjoyed that one. Do it again.
Take that, Northlander. Oh, he won't laugh that off, will he?
Hold your breath. A bombardier.
Stand back! It's going to explode!
Hey, what up, Tabby Town? Welcome to the stream.
Take that eye!
I thought they did a phenomenal job on the parkour. Yeah, exactly. I was really just absolutely amazingly pulled off. Woo! Mid-air shot. Nailed it.
Armored heretic. Fight the righteous fight.
So
Nailed
much
it.
for that assassin.
Sorry, couldn't help myself.
Stop shooting me!
Sorry, he was that minion was dead. Oops.
You're a credit to your regiment. Full service, sir. We all crack heads in the same cause.
Same cause!
Just not get in my way, Carillion. This is a tiny bit laggy now. It's not too bad. I think it's because it's Saturday evening. Oh, that's a patrol.
A stash of explosive devices.
Okay, so I want to fight it. Okay. He is so dead. What are you doing, Bounty Hunter? Why are you still in there? That is probably the worst positioning I have ever seen for a Chaos Patrol. Oh, thank God they got led away. Otherwise, he was so dead. That is actually hard to explain just how dead he would have been. Oh, the delay right there. Holy shit. The door was just not opening. Assassin here. Oh shit, I'm feeling it now. What? Why is there such insane delay right now? That's so weird. Didn't feel that bad in the beginning. Hey, that was just... I had him. I was dumb. There aren't many games that are like first-person POV. I guess you're right. It's great for the fact that it's first. Yeah, exactly. And the melee combat was really great in that game. And that's not easy. Like, satisfying melee combat is not easy. We're gonna find a different host because that wasn't optimal. But again, I think it might be because it's Sunday evening, like around 9 to 10-ish. And because I'm on my phone, which I've streamed on before, so that's not an issue. But it does tend right in these hours, especially on a Sunday. It's probably everyone sucking up the Wi-Fi to watch Netflix before going to sleep. Ah, that was so sad. Totally had that assassin. And I didn't even get the most green circles. But like, it's not even that long until all of those games are coming out. I think one of them is in the end of October, and the rest of them are like either start November or like mid-November-ish. So only 1 month, 40 days-ish for Cyberpunk.
Good evening.
I'll just try one more.
Welcome to the
Hey, what up, Weasel?
SwaggerDaggerSquad.
Welcome. Thanks for joining, mate. Aw, fair enough, Tabby. We'll try one more quick play. Otherwise, I might, as I said, do some true solo. Just whilst the connection isn't that great, because it doesn't affect that.
I'm not sure why I'm bothering to explain.
Well, thank you so
this,
much, my
as
friend.
you're
Much
going to
appreciated.
forget as soon as the
Always glad to hear
illusion takes
that.
hold, but here goes. There's something hidden.
That's
in
what I
the
enjoy about
area
this.
around my house tower.
It
All
truly
I
is.
can
That's
say is that I'll know it
people always get
when I see
surprised
it.
how long
Search
when I
every
respond to
nook
comments
and
sometimes.
cranny.
They're like,
I'll provide whatever guidance I can, so you'd better listen.
I think that's
Once
the
you
most
have
fun
it,
part.
sound the
honestly.
horn to alert the town.
I enjoy talking to people. If you haven't noticed, I tend to talk a lot. Some would even say too much from time to time. Darby drop incoming. What up, Terry? Terry Rexford. If that's your real name, then you have a dope ass name, motherfucker. Terry Rexford. That sounds like a man with a plan. Just check for nope, nothing here and nothing there. It always baffles me when people, even on Cata, just blatantly walk past like item locations and just ignore them completely, even though they have nothing in their inventory.
Oh, look, I'd forgotten about that. Ignore me.
You hit me, Cromer,
No, I didn't.
again.
It barely even got a scratch. Get over it.
Stand ready.
Oh no, I was hoping I could hit that through through the the tree. That would have been dope. Oh no, no, no! Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously, dwarf on a slayer? Really?
Come on then, we'll have ya. Look through me. Right feet. There's a bluffer in there, Max. Oh, leave up for the rest.
Oh, he gave it to the Soul Spider bar. Interesting.
Away from activity.
Impressive running, son. So wipe that spittle from your mouth.
No! Oh, it's the shade. It's fair enough. I just thought I had it there.
Poison! Poison!
And then he gives it to me. Why do I have it? Oh, it's Nandaro. I feel like I know him. Definitely seen that name around.
That's what it is. Have a me. I'll have to do more than that.
And maybe it wasn't a coincidence. Who knows? Like, how often does a shade give you a conch pot?
Healing draft here.
Come on, assassin.
Medical supplies.
Guess not.
Luminaire, bring it down. No stomach for a fair fight, gutter runner.
Chaos warrior.
The shadows hide.
That's how it is. That's a hook rat. Gutter runner. We got the hook rat. One poacher's surprise coming right up. We've been ambushed.
I never want to fight up here. It's always a bad location. It looks much better than it is because stuff can come up behind you. It's usually much better to jump down here.
Bloody hell, where have they gone?
Well, my team apparently did not agree.
Watch and learn, mates. This is how it's done.
No, I thought I timed the push. Fuck. God damn it. Again. What happened to everyone? Just a huntsman left all alone in the world. Yo, PK, what's your setup for this game? What up, Henry? Setup how? Like item and build-wise? At least I got most green circles. Maybe I should coordinate the team a bit. It's just hard to coordinate people and focus on, you know, trying to be entertaining and educational. Let's go again. Oh, wait, I'm the host? I don't want to host. Oh, okay, I don't want to host. Why am I host? Then it all makes perfect sense. I'm not supposed to be host. I can't host while I'm streaming at the moment. That's a horrible idea. I actually didn't even notice. Why does it keep wanting me to be host? Are there really no Cata games? Ah, come on. Come on, game. I believe in you. You're not telling me I have to play Legend. I want to do it. I don't want to. Seriously. There are no Cata games. Okay, maybe I should... I can also do true solo. I don't know. What do you guys prefer? I was considering doing that anyways, because it's been far too long since I've done true solo, and I wanna do a couple of runs for the series where I sit and talk people through whatever's going on. Oh, there's a spot. Nice. Give the next Blightstormer a good thump for me. Not good, not tried Cata much. Wanna carry me then? Yeah, like anyone is welcome to join this game. The games that I'm in, I don't mind. What's up, 𝒮𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮 from Argentina? Very nice. I've been there once. In Fortaleza. On a... you see, my connection is not... I think it's the time. Anyways, we'll give this one a shot. Otherwise, we will go and do some true solo. But I've been to Argentina with my dad. He used to live in Brazil. I've actually been to almost every country in South America. Although half of them I almost don't remember. But I do remember the one in Argentina. We were out fishing. So my dad, he loves to fish. It was never my favorite thing to do, admittedly. But you know, gotta spend some time with your dad, and when he lives in Brazil.
Do me a solid and get it stopped, would you?
But 𝒮𝔴𝔞, you're on the Discord, aren't you? Cause like I like playing with viewers. I don't know if there's any mods here though to set it up and link the server. Should probably put that in the. Oh wait, I think it is in the description actually. Now that I think about it.
What did Lerner call that gang he wants investigating?
Alright, let's just feel it out here.
I don't investigate, darlings. I
Okay, it feels okay.
They'll be hiding, but we'll find them. And then they'll talk.
And the real Han Solo.
Over there, Lumberfoots.
I always thought it would be a much more dope name, Han True Solo. You know, Han True Solo. That's a dope ass name. If you're doing true solo runs, I guess. But then there's no one around to notice the fact that you have a dope name, so I guess it's pointless. Oh, we're playing Twitch mode. Nice. Now we're talking. We're not even streaming. Guys, figure out what stream it is so you can vote. But don't leave this stream. Don't you dare betray me. No. Oh.
Over again.
Still standing, 𝒮𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔥.
No, 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 it went for me, it went for me. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh, no, 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 no. I was maybe a little bit too quick there. Just wanted to help there.
Do you not have bandits amongst your kind, Carillion? A horde of
Took almost no damage for some reason though.
𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔥.
Sienna, why is my skin scorched?
I don't like this.
Let's hope it can reach us. I don't think it can. Ah, but there again, delay when I was opening the chest. You could almost feel it. What can I do? Oh no.
Don't let me die with my boots on. Bless its heart. Guide my...
It's always great to have a team that gives a fuck.
That's another leak down.
I'm just whining. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Oh shit.
we can finish.
More tornado. Even more. What? Wait, what? What? What the fuck just happened? Where the hell did he go? What?
See?
Oh my...
That's 𝒮𝔬𝔢𝔯𝔮 at its best. Across
Okay,
the river.
something is... What? Holy fucking shit, that spike. Like, whoa!
Listen.
What the f...
Staying alone will fell you.
I hear an assassin.
Okay, I think I might just go play True Soul. And now it feels totally fine from like, the inconsistency right now in like such an unstable connection. Oh, I'll go grab the... I got speed anyways. Like, did you guys see that?
Well, we cannot kill them all alone. Gunner warrior comes for us. Stand ready.
Oh,
We need to kill the sorcerer. Keep them busy.
and here comes the back.
Special.
In the way. Oh, don't drag it into me, you motherfucker.
Call your target. I'm off hunting. Go back for that assassin. One 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔡.
Constantly get staggered, so I can't get headshot. That's so annoying. Oh my god. I just thought he was about to ruin the shot I needed for ammo.
Don't fight it alone. So many. Let's drive them back.
I can't figure out if I'm lagging right now. Like, I must be. Like, what the hell? What the hell is going on? What the fuck? Wow, this is you don't say. I lost connection to host. Added Twitch difficulty called lag. Love it, yeah. Dead Fodder here. Could you post your UI tweaks configuration? Yeah, I have a whole video on that very subject, actually. I can show you real quick just where it is. It's just on my front page. Whoops! Oh my god, I'm retarded. There we go. It's a literal... Oh, one to the right. It moved one to the right after the recent guide. There we go. So this video right here should have everything you need in order to set it up. Okay, what do you guys think? True solo? Yeah, I think we almost have to, at least for an hour or something. Because at the moment it's not looking too bright for cattle lobbies. Okay, let's see if we have lag in the next one we join. And see if it's a systemic issue or if... Maybe we should ask my... Go see if my Onslaught team, if they're online. Because I know that when they're hosting, then it's never a problem.
Ever think what the future holds, sir? When this Helmgart business is over, I mean?
Another battle. Sigma will guide me to it.
Fancy another game of cards, Kruger?
Ain't a game playing against you. Do you ever lose a hand?
Ah, screw that. France. Let's see. If I have potential lag, then Huntsman is not the go-to hero. Oh, he wants to play Convocation.
Sorry,
what a mad lad.
I have to make a quick game. Here we go.
I just thought he wanted to play, that he wanted to play Convocation. Like, what an absolute mad lad. That's mad laddery right there, wanting to play a map that's both ugly, boring, and pretty difficult. I mostly just hate it because it looks so ugly. I always feel like it's just one of the visually speaking, it's one of the least impressive maps. I mean, not that it's poorly made or anything, it's just, you know, you're in the sewer. I love my new icon though, my new frame, whatever you want to call it. Just because it's the only one you can't get. That's what's so amazing about it. It's weird, right? How people value things that others can't get for whatever reason. It's like, ha! I got this and you can't have it. So now, I don't even think it's the best looking frame. But it doesn't matter. It's the only one you can show off and be like, you can't get that. It's so stupid when you think about it.
What will it take for you to trust me, Sunfire?
Trust is an expensive commodity.
And I've not spent enough blood to earn it.
You have, but it is not what you give that concerns me, 𝒮𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄
one with high ping at least.
Rather than the reverse.
Stormy.
You I might trust, but only a simpleton trusts a raging fire.
And Phoenix. Yeah, I know. I always stalk the people I interrupt in winning quick play. Sometimes at least. If I have nothing better to do in the moment.
Saltspire, you're late, so
Wait, is that a shit? What? Guys.
The
Guys.
fellas I work for, well, that's what they think.
Either that shade has absolutely lost her mind, or she's a true mad lad. Like
Seems the pack's
that was a shade
free with the place, and there are reports
with the elven
of
one-handed
going
bow
missing in the nearby
and the volley crossbow.
Sort it out, would you? Trouble at
Like-
Brackenfells is trouble we don't need.
I'll be the first to say respect if she gets that to work in a proper manner. She's either a retard or a genius. Only time will tell.
Hopefully we'll reach the village of Blunders.
Ah, damn it, we didn't get power.
I'm not optimistic about getting there in time, mates.
If we must venture into Drachenfels itself, Lona spoke of a map.
Did I just catch a party knife stream? Yes, you did, my friend. What up, Grigory? How are you doing? And welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. I wish you could fucking... They should count as critters. I always want to shoot the birds. Like, they're a good
I
way.
take Brimstone.
You can hear the French. The Frenchiness.
No more dancing for that one.
Nice. Thank you, cool.
We'll head to the temple. There's a map. Secret passage.
I'm just gonna check for an item over here. Nope.
Yeah, come, guys.
You want me to come all over the place? Really? But okay. When your teammates tells you to come, even if you feel like, nah, why are we going that way? Then it's always a better idea to just do it. And then you can discuss it later. Generally speaking, if someone makes a call in game that they've already decided on, then it's really very... most of the time it's not going to be worth it trying to be like, no, let's go this way. You can try to make the next call, right? But like...
Stairs, he flies stairs.
Are there any survivors? Any at all?
being compliant is usually a bad idea in the moment, at least, if you care about winning.
I found a healing drop.
Ah, no you didn't. And that's a fixed spawn, that healing health pot right here. If you didn't know, most of you probably knew, but in case you didn't, so that's always there, 100% of the time. Oh shit, that was a monk. Room. Oh, damn it. Didn't react in time. Did the other one die?
Right with her. Let your fires catch up.
Come on. Hey, concentration potion. Woo! Except it wasn't for me. Aww. Did I miss much? Nah, not really. Honestly, you missed absolutely nothing. You missed 3 games of horrifying lag. Not 3 full games, just like, yeah, they all went sideways pretty quickly to be honest with you. So, pretty much just started. Good luck with Phoenix, super toxic player. Blocked him for a long time. Well, and hello, 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔮𝔬 welcome to the stream, my friend. And, well, I'm sad to hear that. Thankfully, my dealing with toxicity skills, they're at a high level.
A vile perversion of goodness. Better blunders. Why am I on fire? That sorcerer is warping the winds. Think that'll stop me.
Assassins are having their way with you. Yeah, I will say though, the other game, like that one, that was just, you know, I got hit. That was 100% my own fault. But in the other game, that was equally much due to lag. Like the first one, I had 100% under control, and then we had spikes. And the second game, that was just like, you saw what happened in the second game. That was literally, stuff was lagging out for like 10 seconds at a time. Stuff was disappearing and then reappearing. That's not an optimal environment in which to safely dodge assassins. But yeah, that first one really pissed me off, especially because I timed it so perfectly. And then even after I... Let's just get out of this first before we talk ourselves to death. That's a lot of stuff. No!
Sorcerer dies and the wind fades. Simple.
No, that was one more I didn't see. No, I got so
Nice
many
try.
of them. Fuck. Damn it. That was going well. I had not spotted that one. The last one jumping there. Fuck. No. 100% resistant against toxicity. No, I'm not Gregory. I'm definitely not 100% resistant to it. But I used to be one. Like I used to be toxic. When I was 15, trust me, you did not want to play ranked matchmaking with me and play bad on my team back then. So I feel like I understand. I don't know. I spent a lot of time studying philosophy and science, and I understand. I think I'm not claiming to understand everyone and every situation, but I feel like most of the time, at least, I understand why people are toxic, and they're not necessarily even realizing that they're toxic.
And
Like,
don't forget, I take all Grims and Tom. So if you want to take some curse resist.
why would he do that?
Welcome to the SwaggerDaggerSquad.
And welcome, 𝒮𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔞. Welcome to the stream, my friend. And thanks for the subscription. Yeah, no clutch this time. What was I saying? Yeah, so I feel like because I have been toxic myself, again, without noticing. It wasn't that I was trying to be toxic back then. I just cared a lot. Like, I really cared about my rating, right? In Heroes of New Earth, which is like Dota 1.5. And if my support wasn't boarding, and we were losing, and I had asked him politely 3 times, and he just didn't do it, then I would get pissed. Like really pissed. And so yeah, I think it's their loss, the toxic people. Like, trust me, that they're not feeling good themselves. You can be damn sure about that. And more often than not, it's a matter of a misunderstanding, right? Especially when it's in writing and you're not actually talking. A lot gets lost in translation when it comes to typing over talking. You can't really hear, you know, was that a joke? Was that not a joke? Did he mean that in a like in a horrible way, or was it just a statement he made? Like, quite often you tend to take things very literal when you're reading them, even if it wasn't meant that way. So misunderstandings happen. And thank you very much, Jiu Yu Hong. Jiu Yu Hong. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it sounds epic. And thank you so much, man. Much appreciated.
Potion smells foul. It's this way.
So I would say I have a great deal of tolerance for toxicity, but I'm definitely not immune to it. But I feel like the way to counter it off, like if you notice that it's actually bothering you, like, once I get to the point where like this is actually getting to me, if I can feel that, I just need to notice that I feel that way. And as soon as I do that, I'm like, okay, whatever. Then I'll ignore him, and then I'll play with someone else the next game, or leave, or whatever, right? Because at that point, it's just not worth it anymore. There's no, like, if you let it get to you, then that's your loss and no one else's. So at that point, it's like, you're not going to convince anyone else. If you're already at that point, chances are you're not going to convince someone you're right. And even if you are right and you can, and he knows you're right, he's still not going to give you right. He's still not going to let you, you know, have the argument. And so there's no reason to have that argument. I think the biggest problem is that people tend to think in games that because they're right, like, because they are right, even if they are, then they have the right to, like, enforce that on someone else. You know what I mean? It's like, if I know that you should be taking that talent, because I know that talent is better, but that doesn't give me the right to tell you to take that talent, if you understand what I'm saying. And I think that gets lost once you're then in-game, and someone is like, no, he knows that it's better to do this, or go that way, or whatever. And he thinks that because he knows that, he has the right to dictate that that's what we're doing. And I think that's probably the biggest cause of toxicity in games like this. At least that's my guess. I don't know for sure, but that's what my assessment would be. It's true, the more you care, the more it fuels the toxicity. Any tips for Convo? That's my map with most failures. You and everyone else. It's also one of the hardest maps in the game for sure. It's definitely up there. That end event is... oh! Especially on Onslaught. Like that map on Onslaught, we still haven't beaten it yet. We haven't given it that many tries, but we still haven't beaten it yet. We lost it 3 times in a row on in the event. You suddenly, that spot where you drop down, like where you jump into the hole, you just get 3 bosses at the same time and a bunch of assassins. That's like a fixed spawn, right? So it's guaranteed. But yeah, just give me a moment here to clear this, and let's see, Convo. Oh. I assume you're talking about for the end event, right? Because I think the end event, in my opinion, it's about coordination. I think that the easiest way to put it, like that I could actually explain in a meaningful way right now, would be to follow 2 rules. The first is you constantly move in a circle when you're up. When you're up on the thing, you should move along the edges as a team in a circle. Because that's the best way to prevent getting surrounded. The more movement you have, the more you drag spawns to either side of you. So especially if you're a squishy hero, even if the team isn't doing it, you should still be doing that. Because that's the only chance you have of not getting completely surrounded. And secondly, it's a good idea if, at least if 2 people drop. Like if 2 people die, you should just immediately bail. And you know, move in a circle until you can get to the resurrection spot. And really, if 1 person falls down, then you need to consider, can he get back up on his own? If yes, then you can stay. If no, you should probably jump down as well and go back up together. So I think those would be the 2 easiest and best ways I could put it here and now. Oh no, not again. That's the kind of stuff right there. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff we had that game I was talking about before. I really hope that's not going to be the case now. Finally, the game felt playable.
You seem sluggish, Elf. Can you still fight?
Incoming deck to that. There's a spire.
When you hear a strangler, you want to stay away from the edge, because they'll drop down quite often. And that's the position you often don't expect them to come from.
That's a storm sorcerer! Cut into little pieces!
Good luck. I ain't hitting that. Not with this weapon.
Gas rat. Somewhere close. Mayflies. The lifting platform will carry us upwards.
Now we just need some elevator music.
I'm a heretic. Fight the righteous fight. Virtuous strike. Chaos warrior down.
Oh shit! I did. No one saw that. That never happened. You can't prove it. There are no Twitch clips. You want to be careful about moving out here, though. This early. The place you want to avoid is when the drop down comes. So specialists can drop down behind you. That's. You want to make sure you, if you go along this path, then you want to take your fight here, like no further than here. And once you move on from here, you want to be quick about it. You don't want to stop here for a nap. Like that's what often happens here. Is that you need to move from one location that's good to fight in, and then you need to get to the next location that's good to fight in, and not stop just because there are a few minions in the middle. You shouldn't care. That's at least how I look at it. Because then you're just risking, you know, before you kill the first 2 minions, shit goes down, right? And suddenly you're in a bad spot at the wrong time, and a special drops down right behind you, or, you know, whatever. That didn't work. Only just. Yeah, that one in time. I wish the next DLC will have a map with a Hellpit Abomination as an end event. Not sure how it would be done though. I don't know what a Hellpit Abomination is specifically, but it sounds pretty dope.
Oh fuck! I miss one time.
I'm pretty sure I'd be down for that. Hellpit Abomination. Strangler coming in the distance. Oh, that's a patrol. Oh, don't take my. No, that's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna do, and I have more fire damage, you moron. That's the one thing you shouldn't do, is to go grab. I had one job, and that was not to grab that potion. Oh, that was close. I almost got. I was almost close enough to get wrecked by an overhead attack right there, from the middle of the pack. Thankfully, I didn't. Yeah, it sucks. They haven't even announced anything yet regarding the DLC. Like, I'm so curious. No teasers, no nothing. We know absolutely jack shit. I wish I could tell you I had some insider clue, but I don't. I guess the last effort to deal significant blow to the 𝒮𝔄𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔮. Oh, so it's like, is it a 𝒮𝔄𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔮 minion? A Hellpit Abomination? Hey, what up, Smarty? How you doing, my friend? Welcome.
Well, this is the right door.
Look at that armored breach. We're completely dead. See, mate, life? That Warcraft sure wasn't so bad.
Into gloom. The healer's losses are dead.
Scum!
Kill warrior, stand ready.
set them down. Don't be warm,
You'll fight another battle yet, Sugar.
Through this door!
Come on. That reduced damage you have. Nice. Teleport across. I hate when you have to when you're playing the battle wizard with conflict and you have to take out a special like just a little bit in the distance. Not only do you not have the accuracy for it, but it's also the reduced damage you deal because you have your burning. That's the one counter. Sometimes like let's see, sometimes something like it. Is the clan molders? I think home is literally like hell. Ah, okay. They do a bunch of experiments on different beings there. Oh shit. That's what happens when you're looking at chat. You didn't vote, but I blame you anyways, chat, just so you know.
The blight experiment's finished.
That's the drop.
That's a leech and no mistake.
It's a loot fest. I could have actually teleported over and grabbed the lever. I should have probably done that. So that was a mistake on my part. You should always do that if you're playing Handmaiden, sell it. Oh, that's a compact. No. No, did I accidentally swap? There was a compact before. There it is. Oh. Let's see, I've actually never tried to see if this works. It does, nice. Well, you learn something new every day. What the hell? Is this new?
One moment.
What? Why is this going? No, okay, never mind. I thought there was. I thought it was something different than just it being dark, because of this.
We're ready. Set the brute roaring.
Gas. Slay the fireman.
Nice to have a chance for a little unconflicted carnage, isn't it, so?
Conflict, which I serve a
Damn, did I just indirectly kill her? Nah, you're. It's cool, man. It's cool.
Did you hit any?
Shit like that is bound to happen.
Come on down here.
That's one of the reasons I wanted to stream today. It was, you know, normally every other time I've been streaming, it's been feeling sort of formal, right? You know, I'd go take on a shirt, like a, you know, good-looking shirt, and then I would, at least so do I think, and you know, set up my hair and be like, you know, all formal about it. You know what I mean? Not like it was anything more important than that, but you know, today I felt like I'd just, you know, just give it a go. Just click the button, full relax mode, and it's actually been working. I feel like I've been much more relaxed right now than I've been in other streams. So that's great, because I'm doing a 24-hour live stream for when Cyberpunk comes out on the day, and so I can't really, you know, if it's 24 hours, you have to be able to sort of do it and relax somewhat. So that's what we're trying to practice today. At our next mod meeting, we're also gonna go through like, because none of us have any idea how YouTube mods work. Like, I don't even know. So like, I know how stuff works on Twitch, but I have no idea how it works on YouTube. So that's one of the things we're gonna talk about at our mod meeting. Figure out how they can change stream title and stuff like that. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, things like the Storm King came from Hell Pit. That would make sense. I still have no idea what the Hell Pit is, I'm afraid. Oh, I am blissfully unaware of the lore of Warhammer. And it's not that I don't care or that I don't like it or anything. It's just I never, never did much Warhammer when I was younger. Only saw my older brother who had those little stashed, you know, little miniature ones that you could paint. Other than that, Vermintide was the first Warhammer game I played. God damn it, I couldn't spot the circle there. Fuck, I drink it. Gonna not give a fuck. You can also just teleport over there. So after this game, I'm gonna grab some Kofifi. So my throat is still like, it's still hurting a little bit from doing the Handmaiden guide. There was so many voice recordings. What is it with assassins and just
Foolish ratty, playing with fire.
Is that all? I was hoping for an explosion. Maybe next time.
Nice work, darling. No more rats.
It's a wonder you're still standing, Peter.
Ammunition here.
works 11 out of 10 times? Yeah, exactly.
What fire?
How did you
Did no
get a
one
rat
think to
ogre?
finish
How do you get a
this
rat
off?
ogre to leap?
Honey,
There is no way to force a rat ogre to leap, I'm afraid. If it's because you're trying to get the challenge where it jumps and you kill it midair, right? I remember when I did it, I was doing it with a friend, and you know, we run the map, we get to the rat ogre, we agree that he's gonna go on the first one and I'll go on the second one. It just jumps in no time, like everyone's suicided, he's playing Shade, he invises, goes away, it just jumps first
we
thing,
miss one
and he gets
green.
the kill, right after we got it low, of course, we got it super low. And then we play the map again, and then we try the exact same thing with me, and it doesn't leap for like literally 30 minutes. Like, I'm not even joking, for 30 minutes I just went invis, went away, went, you know, uninvis from a distance, and no matter what I did, no matter where I went, it just would not fucking leap. It was just glued to the fucking ground, and there was nothing I could do to get it to leap. And then eventually it did, thankfully, but...
a chaos warrior. Just
So yeah, so I don't think you can force it, but mostly it will jump you if you aggro it from a distance, like from far enough away, then that's where it's most likely, at least I think, to leap. Is that Twitch mode? Yes, it is, but that's due to a coincidence because of the map. We just happened to get into a game with someone doing Twitch mode.
Prepare yourselves, lumberboots. Can we please ring the bell? I'm tired of this hovel.
No, now we can't get into the bell. Yeah, no, it's too late. It's too late. Grill Knight Mastery class coming soon.
By the hammer, they are upon us.
I have recorded a bunch of clips, like in-game clips for it, but the editing is far from done. I don't even know what it means to say something is in post-production. I don't know why I said that. It's in production, let's put it that way. Yeah, post, that means after, right? Yeah, that was probably not what I should... It's probably an inaccurate statement I just made, but hopefully you'll deal with it. Oops. And I think, like, I don't dislike the Grail Knight. I like him. I think he's a nice class, fun class. But he's not a super fun class. He's not my class. You know what I mean? So I'm an aimer. I like ranged. I enjoy that so much to have that aspect. So admittedly, you know, when I said I'm gonna make a guide first thing when the new hero comes out, when I said that, I wasn't expecting a full melee hero. And again, I have played 100 games with, like, I have unlocked his helmet, so it's not like I haven't played him. But he's also not like where I'm like, yeah, oh, I know everything about it. I just can't wait to make a guide about this class precisely. I feel more like making a guide about either Huntsman or Witch Hunter Captain. Those are probably my 2 next most played heroes in the, like, if you took a list of like how much I've played the different heroes, then of the remaining ones, those are probably my 2 most played. At least recently, that's for sure. But I will also be making the Grail Knight. Sorry if I missed something on chat, but I just need to finish the end event here. Yes, reading contract and fillers is the best way to get a grip on the Warhammer lore. If you don't want to read the wiki or watch 1 hour long videos. Just need to rest. Anything specific in mind for the Cyberpunk stream? Not other than that it's going to be my first 24-hour live stream. We're going to go for 24 hours straight. And I know that I'm going to start the first class. It's going to be corporate. Like there are 3 different like background stories you can choose from in the beginning. And I haven't seen all, like I know the overlying differences, right? I've kept myself from actually watching videos on it intentionally. Because that's gonna make it not just more fun for me, but also more fun for everyone else when we're actually streaming it, right? But I did see a clip that was tied to the corporate version, whatever, lore story, and you get the most insane looking fucking car early on in the game, and that car just looks fucking amazing. And for that reason, I've decided that my first playthrough is gonna be that story. So. I want that car so bad. Corpo Master Race, exactly. There's a shark movie called Dark Tide 2012. For real? I mean, there's also Sharknado 1 through 7 or something. I actually don't know how many there are. I just know there are too many. There are too many. It was funny when the first came out. I was like, Sharknado. What a stupid plot. I'm gonna watch it just because I'm bored, you know? But, you know, it kind of died pretty quickly. It definitely died before the 7th movie, that's for sure. Fire! Fire! How Kruber and Rest die in the lore? Sorry. I can't help you there. Message retracted. Why did you retract the message? What are you trying to hide from me, Grigori? With some aspect.
I've known many a scrape with a shield like this. Fun times.
He was trying. He's watching. He watches my videos, so he knew that I wanted him to land up here. Oh no, the Sharknado flashbacks. Yeah, exactly. An hour and a half of my life I'll never get back. But like, just imagine how much money I'm sure they still made with that production quality just on the name Sharknado. Because that's funny. Wait, I'll read your comments in a moment. I'm gonna just go and put over some water for coffee.
Bit of rain today.
Alright, let's see here. Anyone knows our Cooper and Mercy and no mention of them in actual lore. If you're curious about the end times lore, then I guess they would die when the world implodes. Yeah, that usually kills people. Like, I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure that imploding world, that's lethal. Party knife. relatively new to Vermintide 2 and have been learning a lot advanced techniques from when I'm ready to the harder difficulties. My question is, any tips that can turn the tides? Yeah, let me know what difficulty you're playing and what hero you're playing, and I'd love to give you a couple of tips momentarily when my coffee is ready. Damn, he's onto me. I retracted because I just didn't make sense anymore. Fair enough, fair enough. Any opinions on the fireball staff? Depends on what Sienna you're playing. I think it's a fun staff. I think it shines mostly probably on wait. Oh, hold on a sec.
Can we try 4 in Cataclysm?
Say that again? Can you say that again, mate?
No, forget this. You want to play some 4 in Cataclysm? That's right.
Well, no. Can you repeat that? Ah, we can play FOV. Okay. I thought he said something like we can kick this fool or something like that. Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's see. I was talking about the fireball staff. Yeah, I think it shines the most on. Sure, let's do it. It was shining the most on Unchained, and if you're a badass, you put barrage on. Although that's admittedly risky.
So
it's a lot of fun to use, but I don't think it's the best stuff. In most cases, I think it's outshined in most aspects. It's like an all-rounder to some extent. That it has AoE, it has okay armor damage, but then it's not the most accurate staff. So it's really not good for the long range, just like the Conflag. So it's definitely a viable weapon on, yeah. At least all the way up to Kata. On Kata it might struggle if you don't know exactly what you're doing. Tips for Slayer, and hello Christian 𝒮𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔞𝔡. Yes, I have a whole video on the Slayer, but it sort of depends on how you like to build him. If you prefer dual wield weapons, or if you're into the two-handed version, or if you prefer the, God forbid it, the throwing axes. You know, he sort of has those 3 playstyles. I'll leave you guys. Don't feel that good. Oh, shit, man. Sorry to hear that, Smarty. Well, I hope you get better. And thanks for joining. Much appreciated. And get well soon. I play a bunch, but I've been sticking to Kerillian because of this skill ceiling of the character. Yeah. But I would still... You're never gonna be a good player if you haven't tried all heroes, like to a certain extent. I also started out by just focusing only Kerillian for quite some time. But at a certain point, in order to grow as a player, you need to understand what the other heroes are going through. I think it's one of the biggest mistakes some people make if they only play one character. The problem is, then you cannot put yourself in the shoes of your teammate, and if you can't do that, then you might think they're being retarded right now, because like, why are you constantly dying, Huntsman? And you're like, because you don't know that you cannot dodge the way you can as a Waystalker, for example. You know, you don't have the same level of mobility, so it's always good to have at least some idea of all classes. So you have a better understanding of your team. What are they doing? Why are they starting over there? You should always start by killing these 3, but that should be someone with accurate special killing, not me. I'm the least qualified class to take out these gunners here. But no one else will, then guess I must. Yeah, cool, man. See you around, Smarty. But in terms of tips for Slayer, yeah, you want to get the stagger ulti talent. That's an absolute must most of the time. I think the best is the two-handed version. Not that the dual wield isn't good, because it definitely is. But if you wanted me to, if you were asked, put a gun in my head and asked which one is strongest, then it is the two-handed version. And I would get a two-handed hammer and a pickaxe. And then I would be block cancelling through hordes with the light attack of the pickaxe. And doing fully charged heavy attacks when I could with the pickaxe. And whenever shit got whenever shit had to go a little bit faster, right? Whenever you got surrounded, stuff is everywhere, safe mode, then I would get the two-handed. And if I was using dual wield, I would get dual wield hammers for one, and a one-handed hammer for the other. And then I would put block cost reduction and stamina, or block cost reduction and push block angle on the one-handed hammer. So you have a safe bet. And then I would go aggressive on the dual wield hammers. That way you have a panic weapon. So like whenever shit just isn't functional, you get stuck, you get trapped, you're going down. Then you have the weapon with the highest stamina that also has good mobility, and it's also able to clear hordes, which is usually what kills you, regardless. Like if you're low HP, you're more worried about one trash minion than you are about one chaos warrior, because it's easier to dodge one chaos warrior than one trash minion. So whenever you're low HP and you need a panic button, then it's a good idea that that thing is able to generate temp HP. So that would be my quick tips here. Just gonna focus on the game a little bit, because it appears they have no idea what they're doing. I could be wrong. But no one is focusing any of the specials. And you could ask, are you focusing the specials? No, but I'm a battle wizard. I'm not supposed to be focusing the specials. I'm supposed to be focusing everything else. But it's okay. Again, I'm not being mad about it or anything. You are allowed to play the game without having any idea what you're doing. That's another thing, right? I've never understood people that are like, you can't play this difficulty. Just you're not good enough. Of course, like it wouldn't. Of course, it wouldn't make sense if you literally have absolutely no chance, right? Like, how else are you gonna get better if you don't try it at some point, right? So it's like, yeah, I don't know. This elitism of some sorts, gamer elitism. I don't know. I have had one person before. I forgot. I forgot his name, but in my comment section, it was like, "Oh shit!" Ooh. I had posted a game. It was just a gameplay video of a weekly event on Legend, because I just happened to be playing with some, you know, not amazing dudes at the time, and which is totally fine again, because I don't mind. But Kata would be way out of their league, right? So we were doing a weekly, and I just decided, yeah, it's fine. I'll upload this one as well, because it was a nice game. It was an interesting game, had a clutch in it, and then there was this comment saying something along the lines of, "This is only Legend. Why even bother to play the game if you're only gonna do it on Legend?" And I was like, what? He literally said, like, who would ever play Legend? I was like, how about someone who actually likes to play, you know, with friends and, you know, with a large variety of skill, you know, of skill. Like, get your fucking Kata elitism out of here. Like, who the fuck thinks that way? Like, you can't even play if you're not playing Kata, then why even bother? Like, how insecure do you have to be to actually say that in a like to actually have to try and flex like that in a negative way in a comment, right? But like, you probably have a sad life if that's the case. If that's how you think about things, like. I'm using two-handed hammer on the Slayer, heavy attacks on hordes, and spam light on any elites. Works like a charm on Legend. Don't know about Kata. Yeah, it totally works on Kata as well. But I would try also having a pickaxe, so you have a two-handed hammer and a pickaxe. Because the pickaxe can hit a bunch of amazing one-shot breakpoints with its heavy attack. It has the single highest damage of any attack in the game. On paper, I mean not including shade ulti, right? But if you're just talking weapon damage, it's the hardest hitting thing in the game. So you can hit a bunch of really useful breakpoints, and you also get the attack speed that the weapon lacks because you're playing Slayer. So it works really well. And you can also do like light attack blockade. You can also do like a light attack spam for hordes with it. Although the two-handed hammer is probably better for that. But again, it's really great when you have the time to charge up the attack. Then that's where it shines. And then you can always switch to the two-handed hammer when things get a little bit more messy and up close. Just found this channel and I'm glad I did. Well, thank you very much, Don. Glad to hear that, and welcome to the stream. Hello, Candide. Welcome. Fully charged heavy attacks on pickaxe is so long though. Yeah, but you can also charge them from far away. It's like you get extra attack speed, no movement speed. And they do take a while, but it's actually not that bad when you're the Slayer. And you have both attack speed from your ulti, you have the passive attack speed, you obviously put attack speed on it as well. Or you can even do it when you proc Swift Slaying on the two-handed hammer. So that still goes through, that's a buff, so that's still active even when you switch weapon. Oh shit. That was not optimal. So then you have an extra 25% attack speed right there. Then it's no longer that long. It really isn't. It's still longer than most weapons, but it's definitely doable. And it's good for initiation, again. If you... it just takes out the first minion, like that, and it's gone. And you might even have time to do it once more, then you use your ulti, you stagger the minions, then you have time to charge it up once more.
Sorry.
Let's see here. And thank you so much, Don, man, it's much appreciated. What do you think of the No Hut weekly event? I think it's a lot of fun. I actually have... Did I upload that yet? I'm not sure if I uploaded that. I don't remember if I uploaded it. I did play it on Kata. Didn't I upload? I think. Oh yeah, I did. Yes. Playing on the Battle Wizard as well, which means you couldn't spot your overcharge, which can be tricky at times. But I think it's a lot of fun. Also, you learn to aim on feel rather than on actually looking. So you're kind of forced to feel out where the center of the screen is and aim that way. So I think it's a lot of fun. Definitely an interesting challenge. The thing I hate the most about it is that I constantly forget whether or not I picked up an item. I'm like, wait, did I have a health pot? Sometimes I'll find myself just having had a potion half the game and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I picked up a conch pot. Oh, I forgot. And don't worry, I'll catch up with chat as soon as I have the chance. But also don't want to embarrass myself here just because of chat. That was the worst. Got him loose there. How do I increase my chances of getting red items? You find a dude who wants to play deeds, and then you play through a bunch of legend deeds. Like, there's nothing... I don't know, this is totally... I'm not a superstitious person in any way, and this is likely a confirmation bias on my case, but I've always felt like... Again, I know this is most likely not true, but I've always felt like you were more likely to get a red item if you just won a game and then opened the chest on the hero you just won on. And I know that sounds ridiculous, and it is most likely not the case. It is most likely just me being a human looking for a pattern that's not there. But I always feel like you never get a red if you just open the game and you open a bunch of random chests. Then, but again, that's just a feeling. So don't count on it. Gotta be aware of your own biases. So yeah, play a bunch of legend deeds, and then you'll get 2 chests per win. And even the easy chests, like even the easy deeds, still have a decent chance as long as it's from legend. You have a 16% red item drop chance in an Emperor Vault. You have a 12 in a General. You have a 10 in Soldiers, 8 in Merchants, and I don't remember the rest of the numbers. Piety knife in the apartment. Bro, you seem to be more comfortable streaming and making intros to videos. Was it just practice that helped you get better, add more engaging in your content? I was in acting school actually for a year. That helped. But also, I think it was easier with video. It's much easier with video, right? Because it's not live. You can just do another take. I think the one thing that helped me a lot, I'm a researcher, right? I studied theoretical physics at one point at university. So I do research, right? Or I used to. So when I realized that, oh, I can actually maybe get good at making videos. So I started doing a bunch of research on what do you do to make good videos. Like what can you do just according to yourself, right? And one of the first I found this article talking about how you had to sound like you had to be, if it was your first time recording an audio clip, you would have to feel extremely uncomfortable with how overjoyous you were sounding. Like you would have to exaggerate it to such an extent that you felt ridiculous while doing it. You're like, there's no way I can do this. Like this is gonna sound so fake, but that's how much you have to exaggerate it. And it was clear once I listened to it. I was like, oh, they're fucking right. Like if I just did it in a way that felt comfortable, it sounded boring. It sounded uninteresting. But you have to be able to sound as if you're just so excited, even though you're talking about something super boring, right? Even if it's just explaining properties or whatever, you still need to have a certain energy about how you're talking. And I think that was really a key to understand that. And so yeah, and I think obviously practice, and undoubtedly, right? I remember one of the first retarded intros I did where I was sitting like this and pretending like I was asleep, and I looked at the clip and I was like, no, I can't. I really can't, because that's not the person I am. I was like, I'm not that stupid. But you don't have to be, right? That's the thing. I was looking at it and going like, no, but I want people to think of me like an intellectual, but I also want to be funny, right? And so it felt so awkward. Like I remember when I posted that video, I even said it in the Discord, like I've never felt this awkward releasing a video. Like there was something different about it, being, camera, and like, and that definitely felt awkward the first few times. But you get used to it. At this point, I feel like I'm used to it. But not so much with streaming, although it's been going pretty well today. But it definitely also did help that I've been had a year in acting school. But ultimately I chose YouTube over acting. And over being a theoretical physicist or astrophysicist. What makes them dissolve? Oh wait, I missed something. Bodies not found in the failed 𝒮𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄𝔄 legend, go for all books. No, actually, I disagree with that, depending on your skill level. Consistency by far beats always getting all books and getting the best chest. It's way better to win 9 out of 10 times and just, you know, those 3 runs where you felt it's probably not a good idea, you didn't get the books. You didn't get the Grims at least, right? Or maybe you only took 1 Grim. It's always a better idea to win and get 1 Grim than risk losing the game because of a Grim. It really is. Like, universally, mathematically speaking, statistically speaking, in terms of loot, it's way better to just win. Because, like, as I mentioned, even a merchant's chest is an 8%. That's half an Emperor's chest, right? In terms of the drop rate for a red item. And like that, the differences aren't that great, but losing a game, you get nothing. You get exactly nothing, right? So it's much better to always go for the win. Of course, I'm not saying you shouldn't take Grims. You should try to take Grims, but you should also be honest about when you're having a game where you've just been beaten, right? You're like, shit, man, we're low on healing. You know, you can just feel this get, you know, people are struggling for whatever reason. Maybe, you know, it's a team that is unexperienced as a whole, or maybe the teamwork isn't there. It doesn't really matter what the reason is, but it's probably a better idea that game to just leave one grim, right? And just win the game, get the win. But I get what you're saying, yeah. If you want the highest chances of getting red items, then yes, of course you should take all those stuff. It wasn't to like put your comment down. In that sense, you're of course absolutely right. And yeah, find someone with a bunch of easy deeds. Let's see here. I believe it's something in there. Don't get deeds with Emperor Vaults as rewards. Had like 2 in my 150 hours on Legend. Oh, dude, they're super rare. Double Emperor Vaults deeds are rarer than red items. Like, way rarer than red items. They, like, I've only ever had like 7 drop. Like, I've played hundreds because I've played others. I used to speedrun other people's double Emperor deeds as a way to grind the 500 deed icon. And they just wanted to win so they could get their Emperor's Vaults. But so they're rare. They're super rare. The double Emperor ones specifically. But even the single Emperors, even the single Vaults ones are good. Like, most people don't do their deeds. Like, a lot of people just don't do them. So like, you just gotta find one of those dudes that has freaking 30 like legend deeds lying around and just grind one at a time. That was very insightful. Thank you. You're welcome. And sorry, I'm a bit behind on chat, but I'm also trying to not get wrecked. So I apologize for the slow reaction. But I'm glad to hear that it was insightful. That's exactly what I was going for. Totally calculated. No, true, but I played with a friend of mine. We're both pretty good. We usually carry and feel like Legend is pretty easy, but if you're a solo, it might be a bit harder. That's for sure. Solo is a lot harder. Especially true solo. That's a lot harder. But also a lot of fun. Aw, 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔤𝔢 Wait, let's see. Does the... Why did the announcement not come up? You gotta be kidding me. No announcement? Oh, wait, is that a super chat? That's a super chat, right? Yeah, okay, then it makes sense. Sorry, yeah, nah. But still, thank you so much, dude. You're only the second person ever to give me a super chat. Thank you. I don't know what the currency CHF is, though, so I have no idea how much it is. But regardless, that doesn't matter. Thank you so much, dude. Much appreciated. 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔡 saying thanks for the videos. Thank you so much, dude. Oh, it did. It did actually pop up. Nice. But why did it make that sound? That's not the sound it's supposed to make. Oh, it's because it's not a donation, but super chat. Yeah, okay, never mind. So I was supposed to have this really epic sound clip along with it, but still, thank you so much, my friend. Much appreciated. I'll make sure to set that up for the next stream. You can even play with legend deeds on champion or less if you want with the trick to change it. Yeah, that's true. So if you just wanna grind, if that's all you care about, then there are definitely ways to do that. But it's not fun. You very quickly get caught in then just caring about the grind, and then before you know it, you're not playing the game and having fun. You're just grinding, and like, loot is definitely great in all games. We all love loot, but at some point you'll just wake up realizing, oh shit, I have pretty much all I want, and so should I play the game now? Do I feel no? Like, you want to play the game as well, right? So yeah, just be careful you don't get too caught up in just doing skips and low difficulty for loot. So you can share, yeah, exactly. So you can share the deeds. That's also a good point. Funny thing is, the first and only legend deed I got was a double Emperor chest. Nice, nice. Me too. Second was a single. Yeah, deeds in general are fairly rare, right? And of course, they're probably... Actually, I think they're about... they're probably a little bit less rare. No, more rare, sorry, and less common, the higher the reward. But when it jumps to double Emperor, it's really a quantum leap in terms of probability. Me too, so, gas with the book, and sometimes to realize I am... gas call, yeah. I hate, like, the new gas looks so good. But it's so hard to figure out if you're in it or not. I'll give you, I have died so many times to that since the new gas came out. Sorry, I'm a bit behind on chat, or my dude, you read the chat constantly and you're really good at giving advice and being interactive with the chat. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to hear that, Frederick, and welcome to the stream, my friend. But I didn't feel like I was in my last stream. I was too caught up in not failing the game, and what would happen was I would look at chat, then I would get wrecked, then I would get embarrassed about the fact that I got wrecked, then I would start feeling bad about that, so I would start focusing on the game and you know, trying not to worry about chat. But really, I would be worrying about chat. I would just be pretending like I wasn't worrying about chat, and that didn't go so well. I don't know, I'm too self-conscious. I really am. Like, it's something I've been working with as well, with the acting, that really helped. Way too self-conscious. Oh shit. Oh no, if I had dodged that. No, could have been epic. Could have been epic. But it's definitely gotten a lot better, for sure. But I remember when I started streaming, not Vermintide, a couple of years back, I had a long break where I wasn't streaming. And I was playing Heroes of Newerth, the game that I was ranked 21 on the solo queue ladder. But as soon as I turned on a stream, I wasn't the same. I would constantly, if there was a camera, if there was no cam, it was okay. But as soon as there was a camera, I'd constantly be worried about, do I look stupid? Do I look stupid? And I would constantly look to my left to check if I was looking stupid in that moment, right? Like that, and that was constantly in the back of my mind, and it just caused me to play bad. So I try not to think about it now, and it's starting to help. I actually barely have been thinking about it this entire stream, so progress has been made. Barrel saved you, Lord. Thank you for the videos, dog. They helped me and my homie a ton, and keep up the good stuff. Why, thank you so much, man. I really want to pronounce your name. Oozrace51 Meat. Nice. Thank you so much for saying that, man. Really, really much appreciated. Never ceases to brighten my day to get messages like that, whether in comment or in chat. That's why I love doing this. It really is. That's why I liked it in the first place. I just immediately noticed when I started making videos that getting nice comments improved my mood. Like literally, it could. If I woke up in the morning going to school, and there was like, oh dude, fucking amazing video, I like just immediately it was already a good day. And if it was a horrible day, then at least now it was a decent day. At least, right? Like, and that's one of the reasons I decided to go for it eventually when I realized that maybe I wasn't so shitty at it. Definitely, it was a learning curve to learn to make videos, but yeah. It felt rewarding. It's really a rewarding job, right? You're really one of the lucky ones. If you can make a living off playing video games and making videos and streaming, then you're really fortunate. Like, then you're absolutely, like, you're kidding yourself if you don't think you are. Like, it doesn't matter how much if you just make enough to pay your fucking rent and eat, playing video games, you're lucky as hell. And you're privileged as hell. So... and that's the way you should look at it, because if you don't, you're just gonna end up being salty. If all you care about are the numbers, and it's hard not to care about the numbers, and I'm also not saying that I'm not caring about the numbers, of course I do, because I still don't make enough to pay my rent most months, but if you only care about the numbers, then you're not gonna feel good. There's a reason there are a lot of YouTubers burn out and like stuff like that, because I think it's sort of a weird job, right? What? Well, speaking of gas that you can't see. But it's sort of a weird job, right? Everyone can spy on how your job is going for you, right? It's like everyone you know can just go in on Social Blade and YouTube for that matter, and they can see exactly the stats for how your job is doing, how you're doing in your work life right this very moment, right? Everyone can go in and see detailed stats for how good you're doing. Like, how much have you been making? Estimated, of course, this month. How good are your ratings this month? Do people like your videos? Have you been slacking this month? Because you haven't been releasing that much? Like, your mom can go in and see that, right, if she wants to. I'm not saying she does or should, but it's a weird profession, really, when you think about it. Oh shit, oh shit! Oh, saved by my ultimate. Oh shit, I'm the only one alive. That's not good. Okay, wait for them all to get over there with a strength bot. Oh no! Oh, that hit me. Fuck! I wasn't far enough away. Damn it! I could have pulled that off. I could have pulled that off. Trust me. That was totally possible. It was only about getting the leeches down, and the rest would have been a piece of cake. Fuck. Ah, damn it. Oh, let's see here. I think. Man, relax. Even Sigmar downs every once in a while. Yeah, I know. I just hate it when I get downed in a way where I knew that if I was really focused, you know, in my ace, then I wouldn't have, and I shouldn't have. But again, I'm too self-conscious about my game. I just am. I always have been. Like, every single time when I was a kid and we would have LAN parties in Warcraft 3 and stuff, like, if there was a new map, and no, that was the shit, right? I would stay up all night for days, like just to know that, when we're playing this map at the next lane,
thanks for our games,
you
guys.
just wait, boys. I'm gonna wreck you. Right? That's how my brain worked when I was 15. Let's see here. In a group of 3 other friends, when we make a session of 5 deed games, we open 2 chests per game. That makes 10 chests per player, equals 40 chests. In general, we get enough deeds for the next time. Yeah, they do dwindle over time, but yeah, it often feels like you get into a cycle, right? You play a bunch of deeds, you open the chest, you get another deed, and you can sort of keep them rolling that way. Salt's Priest and Ulrich DLC class? I hope so. Oh my god, the gas clutch time, boys. Quick question. You are Danish, judging by your accent. That is completely correct, Frederick. Only Danish people can hear it. Like, I don't have a heavy accent, and if I'm conscious about it, I think it is possible for me to lose it if I want to. But if I'm just talking normally, there's probably a hint of Danish for sure. So yeah, you're spot on. So how much you into Cyberpunk lore? I didn't know that it had a lore. Like, is it like a pre-existing universe? I just thought they were like, hey, let's make GTA 5, but in a Cyberpunk setting. But yeah, that could just be me being oblivious. But like, I can't wait to play the game and get into the lore. It just looks so amazing, that game. Like I'm really trying not to be too excited, because it can only go one way if you're up here. You know, if your expectations are up here for a game. I'm Danish, bro. I keep these things. Yeah, exactly. A fellow Dane can always hear it, right? Like I'll notice it immediately on another Dane, even if it's subtle, because it's very distinct. It's very distinct. It's built on pen and paper game. Okay. I actually didn't know that. Really enjoyed your physics video. Curious if you have more plans to do non-Vermintide content. Well, thank you very much, Rising Apricot. And yes, I am definitely planning to do that. It just takes time because it's unfamiliar, right? And it's something I care a lot about. Like a game guide, you can always just make like a game guide. That's one thing, right? If you get something wrong, whatever, right? You know, I try the best I can to get all my facts straight. But in a game guide, it's still, if something, you know, is misrepresented, whatever, right? But I feel like when it's science and philosophy, I have to nail it first try. Like I cannot allow that to be faulty, right? So, and also because the editing types are different and the way you make the video is different, the script is different. Like, there's just so many new aspects that it takes a while for me to make such a video. But yeah, I definitely want to. I even thought about having a podcast on a channel I have. You can't even, like, if you search it, I bet it's not gonna pop up. But it's called Cosmic Horizons, which was like an idea I had after literally meeting people in Vermintide and just talking for 8 hours straight about life and like physics and science and AI and the universe and like, you know, that kind of stuff, right? That had happened to me like 7 or 8 times, where suddenly it's like, oh shit, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, right? So, and one of them, an American, who had a really Christian family, who I actually forgot his name because it's been so long, but he told me, dude, you should totally have a podcast. And so, you know, I'll admit it, the thought intrigued me. But I'm glad to hear you enjoyed that video, because it's definitely a niche in terms of my channel in general. Same like Warhammer, World of Darkness, D&D and all that. Ah, nice, nice. Ah, okay, oh yeah. Yeah, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah. I actually know which game you're talking about. I have a friend who plays, like, not D&D, because I have tried that, but I think the Cyberpunk game you're talking about, I have a friend who plays it. He mentioned a similar game in that context, actually. Now spending so much time online, I can guess at least the language family of the accent someone talks in. Yeah, it's great, being born on the internet. I was nearly fluent in English before we started having it in school. Just because of gaming, because I very quickly realized that people don't understand what you're saying in Danish. Podcast is the hot thing right now, can't hurt to try if you have time to. Yeah, but it's just setting it up, right? And who to talk to and where, yeah. It's such a trend, but it's really something I've been thinking about for way longer than I've been thinking about making videos, because I just love conversations about the universe. Like, one of my old friends that I met at a New Year's party at his house when I was 15. And we drink a lot in Denmark, okay? So we got shit-faced drunk, even though we were 15, right? That's not that uncommon. And I recall there was this girl hitting on me, and of course I was immediately intrigued because like I hadn't tried that before, right? Being 15, that was so I was gonna go all in. But then I met my good friend Rasmus, who lived there. It was his house. He was the one hosting the party, and we ended up sitting in his room, just him and me, and just talking about physics and astrophysics and the universe for like legitimately 4 or 5 hours. And then his dad came in at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll never forget, it was so weird. His dad came in at 5 o'clock in the morning, knocked on his door. And we're like, yes, everyone else had gotten home at that point. And then he put a joint on his desk and was like, here you go, boys, Happy New Year's. And I was like, what? Was that your dad? Did your dad just take and put a joint on your desk? Like we were 15 years old, right? And like my mind was blown. Just by that's his dad. But like that is so far away from anything I could ever imagine either of my parents even considering in any universe whatsoever, right? It's like that's your dad. Are you what's going on, right? But yeah, I'll never forget that. That was
welcome to the SwaggerDaggerSquad.
Oh, well, hello there, ZXV. Lead, it says lead. I was about to say 1337. Oh. Shit. Neil deGrasse Tyson must be a hero. He's one of my heroes, definitely. Simply because of the popular, he's helping get it into the culture, right? So he's definitely one of my heroes. Also Stephen Hawking. I mean, I met Stephen Hawking. I was in the same room as him, a couple of meters away, at a physics conference. And Sam Harris, another great scientist. What do you think is the weakest? Sorry, I'm back behind on chat. What do you think is the weakest class in Vermintide? Maybe. I mean, again, There is no easy way to pick, but it could be for newer players. I would say it's something like Ranger Veteran. But it's not that any class is inherently weak if you're doing it right. My mind was blown. Yeah, 5 minutes later. Now spending much time. First watching your stream, but regular on your videos. Super informative stuff. Really prefer your approach on stream. Positive yet interesting. Then on video, way too cringy at times. Yeah, it gets a little bit cringy. I'll admit it. Sometimes I'll you know, I don't know where it comes from. Sometimes I'll listen to it, I'll be like, yeah, that's way too cringy. But then I remember that thing I mentioned earlier about it's okay if it's too cringy, right? If there's anything you can go overboard with, it's cringiness, right? And like, I don't know, it's just hard when you're making a 55-minute video. You need a little bit of fun during the recording, right? Like, my throat will get sore, I'll be like, ugh, I just want to get this finished. Like, you know, and at a certain point you just need a little bit of comedy. Oh shit, everyone is dead, I just realized. Oh yeah, we're playing with bots, I forgot. But thank you so much, 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔡. I much appreciate the praise, glad to hear that.
I hear the peal.
The wildfire thrower is dead.
Okay, this is gonna be a problem. I only get one shot at this. Nope, missed it. Oh! Fuck yeah! Oh shit. Oh! Skills! Oh shit! Again, sorry if I miss your podcast. Keep on the good stuff. I'll try 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔡. Oh, do my best. Oh, god fucking damn it. The one special that I can't read chat while fighting a patrol, not a patrol, while fighting a horde. Podcast idea, I have a friend, Flat Earthers, the 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔡 is getting out there, would love to hear you talk with them about physics. Oh yeah, I would love to crush a Flat Earther. Any day of the week.
Get out of its sight!
I dodged that! Look at me just getting wrecked. Not only do I get strangled, but there's also a machine gunner just up my ass. Actually, I think I'm gonna make some tea because my throat already now talking this much, because it was really sore after finishing the Handmaiden guide. So I need something hot to drink while otherwise I'm gonna be unable to talk. Also, if you want some deep nerd talk about lore in Cyberpunk, hit me up. Duly noted, Ocean. Like this, just waiting for the water to boil. Wait, where's my vapor? Vaporization. Yeah, waiting for the water to boil. But this stream has already been a success because I've been able to relax more. I think I have a general tendency to, I was born a tryhard. That's how I like to say it. That's it. If I'm being honest, I think my genes. I was born a tryhard. It doesn't matter what I do. I often tend to think that I just have to be better at it than everyone else. And it's not that I think that I am better or in any sense than any other person, but it's just, I don't know, that's the mentality I grew up with. And so when I started stream, I probably try too hard. Like literally, I try too much to be focused on everything at once, and the thing I talked about in the actual Handmaiden guide about I try to juggle too many things in my head at the same time, wanting to keep up perfectly with chat and wanting to do perfect gameplay and all those things at once. And the water is ready. So I thought it might help for once to not give two fucks about my appearance. Because every other time I've been streaming, it's like, you know, I just care a little bit about the hair and like nice shirt and all that. But today I've actually been fairly relaxed. Just lean back, take a chill pill, and enjoy the moment. And thank you so much for to everyone who's been joining and helping keep me company. What do you guys want to see? What hero should we play? And let's find someone else to host. I kind of don't want to host. I feel like as soon as people join, I'm gonna lag. Handmaiden Guide was great. It inspired me, and I'm starting to play intensively this class as a support character. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Oh, there's something there, so I can't read your name. There we go. Candide, thank you so much. Here, Quanon Reader 2. If you like this sort of stuff, Chapter 2 of Life Beyond released a few days ago. It's free on YouTube, and it's a good mind bender. Ooh. Oh yeah, Chapter 2 of Life Beyond. Yeah, that's Melody Sheep. I know him, Melody Sheep. Watched most of his videos. Absolutely love that. He makes great videos. Am I right? It's Melody Sheep you're talking about, right? A Ranger veteran, react how to do it. Hello there, Selim Damien. How are you, my friend? Silent Berserkers insta-killed me today while I was fighting Burpee. That sucks. Oh, I have to admit, Foot Knight is not my specialty, admittedly. Foot Knight is not one of my better heroes. He's actually probably tied with the Ranger Veteran with the Ironbreaker probably, as my least played heroes, these three. So I'm not sure you want to see me play the Foot Knight, to be honest. Oh, sorry, but come on, cool down. Why do you have to pick the two heroes I really don't want to play? It's not that I care about which hero I play, but I really don't. Like, I also want to, you know, do good gameplay to some extent. Bit niche. You main Ironbreaker and you want to see me try it. Use the push for attack speed talent on Foot Knight. It gets better after. Yeah, again, they're just not my cup of tea. It's not that there's anything like they're both great classes, absolutely. But I don't know. I've always been more about the mobility and like. Yeah, I tend to not use the fact like I play as if I'm gonna get one shot by everything, right? Because I'll play him like a shade almost. I enjoy the fast-paced gameplay. So I'm afraid I wouldn't. LOL! Selim Damien, holy shit. Your juggling is fine, keep it up. Thank you so much, dude. I have no idea how much that is, but it's still probably the most anyone has ever done on Super Chat. Thank you. It is for sure, actually. Thank you so much, dude. Dude. Thank you. You guys are being too nice. You guys are being too nice. Okay, Damien, you get to pick. I'm sorry, guys, but he gets to pick. Like, that's 400. I'm sorry. Like, I'll pretty much do anyone else than these three. These are the only three I don't feel like doing. Any other, you can select. I promise. Oh, dude, thank you so much, man.
Goody.
Thank you so much. Maybe Selim doesn't care. Okay, we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, boys. We're gonna go on random.org. It's like 32 kroners. I don't care. Still the most anyone has ever given me on Super Chat. It's not about the amount. It's about the gesture. So thank you so much. We're gonna go on random.org. And we're going to say that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, from the top, it's going to be reversed for you. But, you know, top left is number 1, and, you know, so Ranger Cooper number 2, and so on, all the way down to 16. And even if it lands on one of the heroes I don't want to play, I'll still play it. Okay? That's what we're going to do. Going to say 1 to 16. No, fuck off. Necessary. Yeah, necessary. Allow selected. Okay. Let's see, chat. Dramatic music. You're going to have to pretend. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I gave my word, and I'm gonna keep it. So let's see, how are we gonna play him? We could do the let's go full retard on the Drakefire version. That's one way. That's probably like that's not at all how you're supposed to play him. So don't do as I do. Do as I say. Nah. Fuck it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab that. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Stagger for sure. So here are the blocking. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna grab the power. Smiter or enhanced. That's a difficult one actually. Sort of depends. I don't remember the one-shot breakpoints in my head for the dual hammers. I think Smiter. Yeah, we're gonna go Smiter. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely knockback, because that's epic for clutches. Let's see here. Restore all the stamina. You could also do stamina regeneration, but I guess impenetrable is really, really good. And 2%, and it's a 2-minute cooldown if I recall correctly. Which means 1%. Okay, so that's 1.2 seconds. So 1.2 seconds. That's actually pretty decent, I think. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go with that. And are we gonna go with monsters or taunt and duration? I don't know. That's how much Ironbreaker I play. But we're gonna go with duration. Screw it. That's it, boys. And we want to clutch the shit out of stuff, so we're also gonna get some movement speed and some stamina recovery. And I'm gonna bet that chaos is better, but I don't know. No, for sure right now I'm not gonna one-shot an assassin then, I think. So we're gonna go with Skaven. I'm not sure what the one-shot, yeah, we're gonna do like that. And we don't have any block cost. What do we have in the weapon? Then we kind of also, yeah, we don't need that much stamina, so we're definitely gonna get block cost reduction. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's what we're gonna do. That's my logics. Don't kid yourself into thinking this is some amazing build or anything. This is just what I haven't put more thought into it than what you just saw. Why did I not get put into a game? Oh, host game is on. That makes sense. There we go. Oh, do shit. 400, haha, Ironbreaker. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Conrad, you got it. Do it. Yo, party knife, bro. I gotta go. I don't know if I'll be back, but I'll say thanks for the stream anyway. Well, thank you so much for joining, Gregorian. Thank you so much for being active in chat. Really much appreciated. There's nothing worse than sitting with the stream and having no one to talk to and just feeling like you're talking to yourself. So thank you so much for being here and talking in the stream. Much appreciated. And you have a great evening, my friend. Sorry, stream lagging, didn't reply in time. I'm happy all the same. Oh, but dude, thank you so... No, you don't have to reply, man. Thank you so much. Like, you can pick... If you want to pick the next hero, pick the next hero. For real. Like, of course, man. Thank you so much. I just appreciate the gesture. Like, it's annoying. I'm using a different donation link for my YouTube videos than it's under the stream because I couldn't set up that link with OBS. But in that link on the YouTube link, it also says that you like. I don't want to ask for anyone's money. I really don't. Because I'm fortunate enough that it's not a like how much I make this month. It's not going to determine whether or not I can pay my rent or whether or not I'm going to have food on my table. Thankfully. So I also state that very clearly that it's not like, yeah, I don't want to sell out. And it's not like I'm in I'm financially screwed even due to Corona. Thankfully, at least not for a little while longer. Yeah, but just I can imagine, like I'm sure there are people who have turned to streaming who are sitting there, like especially in this time and age, right? There are where donations are literally the difference between whether or not they're going to get kicked out of their home in the next month. That must be that must be scary.
Still not sure why we're looking
So ready to see this iron go at it, dude. Don't I'll do my best, but I make no promises. Ocean Price. Wait. Aren't you the Ocean from the stream? Oh no, wait. That's. Or was it the dude I was playing with earlier? I don't know. Sorry. Too many things in my head. Memory goes. Memory is not my strong side. At least not that kind. Oh, this looks so good. I didn't. Oh shit! I forgot to put my armor on. Yeah, I have the wrong armor on, don't I? Maybe. Yeah, I do. I only have this hat. I was so lucky. Okay, I'll tell. Super unfair story. At one point I was looking for some clips for one of my me montages. Oh shit! On Twitch, and there was a dude streaming, and it said giveaway. Okay, so I joined his stream, and there weren't a lot of people watching. There was only like 2 or 3 people in the stream. And like he was doing a giveaway, and he said he was gonna do like a bunch of hat giveaways. That's my Ironbreaker for you right there. A bunch of hat giveaways keys, and I ended up winning 3 hat keys in like 15 minutes. And it was my first time in his stream, and I haven't seen him stream since. So that's why I have this hat. Talk about the state of the world, like COVID, etc. I came here to escape it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Apologies. I care about the world, you know? I really do. But yeah, COVID, fuck COVID, and I don't want to talk about COVID either, because like, you literally hear about it everywhere all the time, and it's like, stop it, I don't care. I mean, I do, but I also don't. It's been in the news every day. Oh, that was an accident. So yeah, new topic. This map looks so great when it's raining, I think. Really like it. Sort of more sinister look, which is fitting since it's a pretty sinister map to play, especially with randoms. Yeah, I don't have a one-shot breakpoint on them. I think I do. Maybe I do with headshots. I'm not sure. I should have. Fucking die! Oh, thank God. I thought it was gonna explode. Again, there I panic, right? And now I just realized it doesn't matter because I have a passive. Oh yeah, I have that passive, so it wouldn't even matter. Yet I panicked, right? It's like, oh no, oh no. Because I'm not used to playing him and just not caring about getting hit by stuff. You bankrupt him, Elmar. Yeah, exactly. I'm not used to, you know, just gotta get into the Ironbreaker mentality of just, who cares about blocking? Who needs to block? Unless you're ulting, of course. Ironbreaker don't care. He's like a honey badger. It's a little angry honey badger, and he doesn't care. You can smack him in the face. I do think that it's extremely broken that the push away also works after you got grabbed by a strangler. Like, but it makes for some epic moments of survival. Also, for the if you haven't seen, might as well mention it now that I'm using the crossbow here. You can increase your attack speed if you click R after attacking. It will force the reload animation. It's probably not optimal for Ironbreaker. It probably won't make that big of a difference. It's mostly for heroes with their reload time reduction. Oh shit, that was a strangler.
You stink stronger than you try.
Oh, fuck. That doesn't matter, it's gonna go away in a moment anyways, right? Yeah. I'm so not used to this. It feels so awkward. I also need to remember the hidden attack on the light attacks for armor. If you push block attack into a light attack, you get essentially what is essentially a heavy attack. It deals extremely high armor damage. It's what's listed as light attack 4, but if you're just light attacking, you'll never do that attack. You can only do it by doing a push block attack first, and then a light attack. It's that second overhead heavy. So there's a tip for you may not know. See, I know stuff about things I've never used, but that's what happens when you make videos. I mean, it's not that I've never used this weapon. I've used this weapon plenty of times, but it's been a while, I'll admit. It's been a while, and the last time was more likely on the Slayer. Are you ever going to make a video about your mods? I already have, I'm pretty sure. I've very recently made a mod tutorial about where I mentioned at least pretty much most and explained what most of the verified mods they do. Are you talking about the mods for the modded run? Because I haven't done that yet. That's true. I still thought about doing that, like explaining people what you can, the different possibilities on the modded run, and maybe how to use some of the mods effectively. Because some of them can be a bit, just gotta learn how to use them properly. Oh, he's dead.
Some fire's gone. Tired of cracking school. Sergeant. I still need your help.
What? Why didn't he get pushed? I'm so confused. Go the other way. He's dead now.
Through here. Keep the strangler back and kill him.
Why is everyone so far away? Why did everyone spawn so far away? I'm gonna go for these because they're safe for the rest.
Look out! Charging glory! Gas! Can you not hear me?
We did it, boys! We were not entirely useless on the Ironbreaker. We did it! We did something not completely useless.
Yeah.
Success! Oh, nice. I knew that was risky, and if I missed that shot, I knew I was going to get pounced in the face. But sometimes you just gotta feel it and do the badass move. Oh, nice. Well, that was calculated and totally the plan 100% of the time. Don't think it wasn't. That was exactly what I intended to do. assassin now. An assassin more now. I don't think we're gonna make it this time. Oh, there it was. Fire! No, no, no! Touched it, touched it. Oh no, no, no! What? Oh! Can I make it? Come on, passive. No, no, it's not gonna make it. No. Damn it! Oh. I was busy being a top tier failure. Oh, not in caps. My palms that I was raining watching that save. Should catapults have higher red drop chance? No, they shouldn't. They definitely should not. Yeah, they don't, and they shouldn't have it either. It was very intentional from Fat Shark that they didn't do that. And what's great about the fact that they don't have higher drop rates is that there is no loot incentive for people to play Kata. Which means you're not going to have people playing Kata that aren't ready for Kata. Because if they do, they don't gain anything inherently from doing it. Which means it's only people who want the challenge that do it. And thus, the player base in Kata is usually way more consistent than it is in Legend. So, of course, you still get retards or noobs or whatever you want to call it. Of course, you do. But at a way, like... It's way more consistent than Legend queues, I find at least. Because like you have people in Legend that played the game for 30 hours or something, right? Maybe that's a little... I'm over-exaggerating, but... wait, I'm gonna swap. One sec. Let's see what it picks. Oh my god, why is it not showing? There we go. Generate. 1. Oh, I can't pick one, of course. God damn it. Okay, we're just gonna... There we go. I just forgot, it's obviously not gonna work when there are other people on their heroes. Big brain, big brain. And we're also not gonna give a fuck, so we're gonna use weave weapons. Because I feel like it, okay? These guns, they look fucking badass. I absolutely love how these guns look, so hate me for it if you want, but I don't care.
Alright, we have a deal.
Very well. I made a mistake.
Turns out Alicia's having trouble extending the Bridge of Shadows into certain areas around Helmgard. She's traced the disturbance to an old elven temple north of here. I need you to put things right. Otherwise, you're going to be walking everywhere and we just won't have time for that.
Close. I can play Bounty Hunter after, if you want. I don't mind. It's so much nicer being relaxed while you're streaming. It sounds so weird, but it... No, I'm playing on the official right now. It's a glitch.
Elven ruins. Nothing but trouble for the righteous.
It is essentially a tiny little cheat. Exploit is the correct word. It's not cheating. It's an exploit. There is a subtle yet significant difference. And Fat Shark already know about it, which means they're most likely going to remove it in the next patch. So I'm enjoying it while I can. Because after that, I mean, I don't know if they're going to include the weave weapons in normal gameplay, but they haven't indicated in any way that they are. And I've already finished all weaves, so this is the only way you can actually get to use the weave skins. And I mean, just looks so much better. Some of them are so good looking. There are also a couple of ugly ones. God knows why they chose the round model for the Executioner sword. when they have the other executioner sword model that just looks absolutely amazing, yet they based it on that really awkward looking round blade in the end. That just looks so, I don't know, terrible, really. Clunky is the word I was looking for, I think. Not clunky, when you're like, awkward maybe? No, not awkward. What's the word when you like, why can't I think of this word? It always bothers me to death when there's a word and I can't think of it. Clumsy, that's the word I was looking for. It looks clumsy. I have a friend who started playing Souls, his last hero level, and he loved the no shield consumed to block light attacks, and the consumption of the low consumption of shields on the Rapier. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing to have a 50% cost on your push block attacks. On pushing, but thus also the push block attacks. And it's especially important on Cataclysm, because when you're using your ulti, you want to, smash away, right? Because you want to attack as fast as possible, so you can get as many headshots as possible, so you can execute as many minions as possible. That all makes sense. But on Cata, you're sometimes, the minions are so dense that even though you're ulting, you won't be able to attack fast enough that, to prevent yourself from getting hit through the horde of minions. And especially for those situations, it's much safer to just do push block attacks. And because you have that 50% cost, you can spam away. Rapier is POG for sure. Rapier is definitely up there. If you're talking about the best melee weapon in the game, it's all the way up there among the very best. Yeah, you see, it's so impossible to see if you're in the gas when you're like in first person sometimes. Oh, he always. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Ocean, but that was kind of funny. I'm so sorry, but that was kind of funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for laughing at you, but it was kind of funny. Oh, that was not good. Sorry, but I'm just gonna focus on the game real quick until we get everyone else up. I'll reach chat right after. But we can pull this off when I'm on Witch Hunter Captain.
Oh, that's a leech of no mistake.
Oh, it was that. Like, I knew there was a Strangler coming, but holy shit, I had not heard... Like, was that me, or, like... The moment the sound came, it grabbed me. Damn. Maybe I'm delusional. Fuck. That was sad. Oh, anyways. They really just need to make it so there's Kata chests and make the Weave Illusions have a chance to drop in those boxes, since Kata is part of the same DLC. That's actually a good idea. I actually like that idea. Yeah, I actually like that idea. It's a good idea. But then there would be a reason to play Kata beyond the challenge. Fat Shark don't want that. That's true, but it's a one-time, right? Because it's... Maybe if they made it so that... Kind of like with the Bogenhafen chests, when that was the thing. So it's like, once you get it... If it, you know, if a weapon, if an illusion drops, then you always get one that you don't have. That way it wouldn't take that many Kata games to farm them all. It would be one way to do it, at least. Do you know the range of the hero's passive? For instance, the 100% shield regen of the Handmaiden, or the Foot Knight, Protective Presence, Comrade Charm. It's roughly speaking something like this. Like, if you go me Carillion, roughly speaking. Sure. Oh, wait, that was... No wonder I wasn't generating any fucking temporary HP. Why the hell would... That's a misclick. No, yeah, oh my god, what am I doing? I had to... Oh, yeah, that's because of the thing we did on the modded realm. Yeah, there we go. That's how you're supposed to build him. That's what I would use if I was serious on Kata.
Turns out Alicia's having trouble extending the Bridge of Shadows into certain areas around Helmgard. She's traced the disturbance to an old elven temple north of here. I need you.
Maybe I should coordinate the team. I don't know. He seems to really need Athel and Louis. You're welcome. You welcome. Lol. What? Yeah, oh yeah. I see. I see. I see what you did there. But yeah, thank you. Also, I really need to take a piss. Is it you, Kata, or that? No, it's Kata. It's
Roner
Kata.
wasn't wrong. There's a
And what up,
temple
Value?
hidden
How are you, my
somewhere
friend?
here.
This is but one of many elven ruins hidden within the Empire's bounds, or so I understand.
Thanks, Sigma. I have found ammunition.
We're just having a nice and relaxing, casual stream today. Oh my god, you could hear my voice there. I won't be on for way too much longer because my voice, I can literally feel that even drinking the tea wasn't enough. But so at some point, I will have to terminate simply because of my voice. It really tears on your voice to record, like, to do voice recordings for, like, essentially 15 hours straight. Oh shit.
Frail, just like an elf.
I guess one night of sleep wasn't entirely enough to put it back to normal. I hope imported maps will be possible in modded realm. I want to slay rats in City 17. It would be fucking amazing if they did that. Absolutely amazing. Or if there was even a... I wish there was a map creation tool. Like, that would be so dope. Because the community... a community is always gonna make better maps than the devs. Like, I'm not saying the maps are bad. The devs have done a great job on maps. But there's no way to compete with the creativity as a company of a community, right? There's just no way, right? If you give them the tools, they're gonna... You can be absolutely sure. Also because, you know, dev maps, they have to work and be consistent, right? You could argue that maybe they haven't entirely been successful on that front, but you get what I'm saying, right? The community is always going to be able to try more interesting and sort of out there things, and maybe only some of those things will work, but god damn it. But you'll get some insanely fucking interesting things, like interesting maps. Like, I would have a ton of ideas, I guarantee you, a ton of fucking ideas for funny and interesting things you could do if you had a map creator. I used to love making Warcraft 3 maps. Like, I don't know, I enjoy the process of this. It's similar with making videos. I enjoy having a thing that I can, like, okay, if I just work really hard on this thing, then it's gonna be fucking amazing. It's gonna be better than any other map anyone has ever made. Like, I'm not that stupid. I know that's not true, right? But that's how I'll feel while I'm sitting there, like, oh yeah, and this, and then, oh yeah, I can do this and this and this. Oh yeah, and then, oh, but then I also gotta do this, and I'll just sit there like a psychopath. And probably no one will care. But free employees. Wait, what? Yeah, free employees. Yeah, exactly. It's essentially the concept of Warcraft 3 revolutionized to some extent. I don't think they were the first to do it, but they were definitely one of the first to do it well. But just, yeah, even Counter-Strike. Like, look at Counter-Strike again. Just so many map varieties, right? You just get these interesting game modes, and really there should be much more of that on the modded realm. There are good game modes, but they're not enough, if you ask me, and it's because they can't properly customize the maps. It is possible. Like I did at one point, unfortunately he stopped playing the game, but I am Lupo, a dude I used to play with and find glitches with. He's the dude who made the Vermintide mod framework. And I've shown it in the end of one video before. I forgot what video. At the end of the Sienna guide, Sienna melee mastery mechanic. In the end of that guide, if you look at the very end, I am inside a keep, but inside the keep, there's like a pinball game and a computer that says Counter-Strike on that you can click on, and then you'll get teleported somewhere else. And the keep has like extra stuff, extra space, extra building, extra area, and like it wasn't the best way he was building it, but you actually could place things and like build on it that way at least. There was even a little jump puzzle he made. It was very short, but nonetheless, just imagine that. Like that would be amazing if you could make a custom jump puzzle, even something as basic as that. Like I can imagine a really interesting jump puzzle where you had to play the Handmaiden, let's say, right? And you had to like that would be so much fun. Like just almost like playing World of Warcraft private servers with some of those insanely long and convoluted jump puzzles. Like just to get a break from the regular gameplay, right? Once in a while. Like that's what would make it so nice, I think.
We should fight together, not alone.
So you could be in the game and yeah, but not have to do the same all at once. Because the core mechanics of this game are just amazing. Like that's what keeps me coming back, at least. It's the core gameplay mechanics of movement and melee combat are just phenomenal. But the game undoubtedly has a lot of flaws on top of that really good foundation. And hopefully they keep those flaws in mind for the creation of Darktide.
Medicine here, should anyone care.
I still play Warcraft 3 custom maps, but yeah, me too. With my the same dudes that I have my only D&D game ever with. Oh shit. There we go. Those are my like elementary school mates that used to sit down in my basement and play Warcraft 3 from Friday afternoon and until Sunday afternoon, and then it was back to school. I think Killing Floor 2 does this best. There's no difference in playing official and modern maps. Oh, nice. Nice. Warcraft 3 was my childhood. Yeah, mine too, Mr. Tyler. Mine too. Warcraft 3 was the game that made me a gamer tryhard. Like that's the game where that's where I went from. Literally, that's the reason I started learning proper English. Like that I was just good at English. That was all Warcraft 3, and it was the game that made me competitive about gaming. Because before that, I had played games before that, but with the exception of maybe playing versus my older brother, who would always win because he was so much older than me, I was never competitive about it until Warcraft 3. That was the first game where I really just started grinding, and I was like, oh, I'm beating everyone at this game. I don't give a shit. Anyone can come at me. At least that's how I was talking to myself, right? I'm not saying that was necessarily actually the case, because I wasn't that old. But in my mind, fuck, missed that timing. I was the best in the world at it. And I was pretty good. I was pretty good, but did also put a lot of hours into it. Probably my grades, I don't know, at that point it actually wasn't a problem, because I was in elementary school. It's probably also the game that fucked up my circadian rhythm permanently. At least it was the snowball at the top of the mountain. It just sucks about Reforged. Like, oh my god. I don't think I've ever heard of a blunder as big as Reforged. Like, holy shit. Yeah, so much love. That's also why I have so much hate for Blizzard and the way they handled Reforged. The way they just took the origins of their company, literally the game that took them from mediocrity into like worldwide status, like into the biggest game studio in the world. The game that gapped that breach, right, from just any old company to Blizzard. That game, they just took that game and they shat all over it, not giving a fuck, outsourcing stuff, lying about stuff, putting in like a hidden agreement when you purchase the game, causing you Blizzard to own all the creative rights to anything you make in their map creator, so you have no part. Like, you can go in with the best idea, make it in their map creator, and they own all rights to it then, right? It's worse. There was lag issues, server issues. Then there's the fact that what was it? There was one thing that's even. There was one other huge blunder. I forgot. But yeah, the models looked worse than they did in the original game. And then there's the fact that people who actually purchased the original game could no longer play the original game. So you were forced, if you bought the original fully functional and good version, you now couldn't play the good version. Because now it's reforged, right? Like, oh my god! Talk about just shitting all over the people who built your company. Like, talk about just shitting on your legacy and the people who actually care about the stuff you've been making for years, right? Like, holy shit! That was a sad day. Yeah, I know, not the same guys, that's true. Oh, I really need to take a piss. There we go. Sorry about that. You're 100% right. Don't get me started on Reforged. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel as well. It's like, don't you even get me started.
Right now.
Like, it wasn't just a blunder. It was really so much worse than that. But yeah, it is what it is. Blizzard ain't never getting a single penny of my money ever again, unless they really have to make the most revolutionary. Like, if Blizzard was the company that had been releasing Cyberpunk 2077, I would be considering not touching it until it was cracked, just as a fuck finger to Blizzard. Just because, like, yeah, in my opinion, even as a company, stuff like that is just unacceptable. Like, unacceptable. Like, the fact that there could be people sitting there looking at the thing, and then not going. It's kind of like season 8 of Game of Thrones. At a certain point, you owe it to the people that support the thing to do it justice. And like season 8 of Game of Thrones, the two directors, who, to their credit, had done an amazing job for a lot of seasons, but only on the writing material of George R.W., right? And like they could have passed on the torch. They could have. Like George R. Martin, he wanted like, I think it was like 12 or something seasons, right? But they wanted to move on to the next project, right? And that's why it had to end by season 8. And that's why the story was shit as, like, it was shit as hell. The fact that anyone could watch that and go, that's a, yeah, let's release that, right? Let's greenlight that. Like, wow. It's like, it's just shitting, not just on your legacy and yourself, but like, it's shitting on George R. R. Martin, it's shitting on HBO, and it's shitting on all the people who've invested time and energy into, yeah, into the story, into the characters, into... They could have just passed on the torch to someone else. Other people could have produced those seasons. It's not like, I mean... But no, let's just give it a shitty-ass ending and so we can move on in our lives. That's, yeah. That again just tells me that yeah, they wanted to move on to, I think it was Star Wars? I don't even remember. It was something else that was pathetic. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Star Wars universe, but those new movies, they're not as bad as Game of Thrones, admittedly. They're okay, they're okay. The third one was okay at least. But that's, talk about another monumental screw up, man. Fucking Disney. Like, could they shit any more on Luke Skywalker in a single movie? I don't think so. Like even, I forgot his name, the guy who plays Luke Skywalker, but even he was like, are you serious? Like, you can't make me do this. Like, if I have to play the character this way, it's gonna be shit. Like, there's no way I can play this character this way properly. That's not Luke. But they forced him to. They were like, no, this is the script. This is the story. And they still made good money on it, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the worst, right? That's the worst. When you have a good franchise, that's how business works. That's why most movies are shitty movies. That's why most music is shitty music. It's because it's always easier and safer as an investor. And at the end, it's all trust. It's always the investors in the end who have the last say. Like, if you're a public traded company, you have like you have investors, and your job depends on whether the investors like you as a corporation, as a business CEO, as an executive. The board can fire you. So it's always about good numbers, right? And the thing is, it is a mathematical fact that it's both easier, it's less work, and it's more safe to do proven investments, right? Proven, if you have a concept like a Marvel movie, or although they did it, I mean, if you compare how many movies they made, I think they have actually done a fairly decent job. I'm not saying I'm a fan of the whole just rebooting the same kind of movies all over, but they've at least done a decent job with it, I would say, to their credit. But it's always easier to just, if you have a concept that works, just make a sequel. Because why would you have to invent a whole new story when you can just continue in an existing one that worked? So you know people are gonna watch the second movie of a great movie, right? Like, you know people are gonna watch the second movie if the first one was good, regardless of whether the movie was good or not. That's a good investment from the perspective of money, because you know even if the movie flops, enough people are gonna watch it that it's gonna be a good investment. So, and that doesn't incentivize being revolutionary. It doesn't incentivize making new things, trying out new things, being risky. Because being risky, you may only succeed 1 out of 3. But that 1 out of 3 is going to be one of those movies everyone remembers, right? One of those amazing classics. But those just aren't worth the bet from a financial perspective, unfortunately. And that's why game companies, that's why there's a Call of Duty, but who even knows what Call of Duty they're at? And again, I'm not hating on Call of Duty as a game. I used to love Call of Duty. I think I played through all the first 8 or 9 Call of Duty games, like 1, 2, 3, 4, Modern Warfare 1, 2. Then there was Black Ops 1, 2. I didn't play the third. Then you had like not the modern, but the one that was in the future. I played that one as well. But like at a certain point, I'm like, I don't need a new Call of Duty game or a new FIFA game or whatever. It's just the same game in a rehash. Like, it just is. Like, I'm not saying they should stop making Call of Duty games. I'm saying they shouldn't make one every fucking year, okay? Like, maybe wait one every 4 years. Is that reasonable? That's fair enough. Like, then I don't mind. But this whole reboot every year, it's just pathetic, and it's only because of money. Only because of money. Because you want to play what's competitive, and that's always going to be the newest version, right? I hate the absolutely no global vision on the third SV. What's SV? SV Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars trilogy. Sorry. And each director did what he wanted and gave the middle finger on ideas proposed by the previous one. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. And like, why would you make a Star Wars movie and then have the 2 first movies have pretty much absolutely no lightsaber combat whatsoever? Like, what's the point of fucking Star Wars if you have literally first there's the bad guy in the first one, right? Who turns out to not be the bad guy. But wow, he was just pathetic as a bad guy. I'm sorry. I know it was on purpose, sort of, but like. And then you have Snoke. Then they set up this whole scene of this Snoke character who at least looks cool, to his credit. He wasn't really a deep character, but at least he looked good. He looked like a Sith Lord. Too much CGI for my taste, but nonetheless, he at least looked good. And then he just gets completely wrecked in the most pathetic ass way, and you don't even see him doing anything meaningful whatsoever. And then they choose to shit on the absolute most, like, again, the origins of the whole story. Luke Skywalker. Let's just take a dump on him, because why not? Why bother to write a script where we have to invent new interesting characters? Although I think Rey, they did well with Rey. I like Rey. Rey as a character was Ray of Sunshine, right? And I think the same about the black dude, whom I have no idea what he's called. I don't know what his name is, I forgot. But I also really enjoy his acting, and also the X-Ray fighter pilot. He also does a really good job. So I like those characters, actually. They fit in the universe, but the story is just... oh my god. And the ending of the third one, again, I like the CGI, I watched it, it was fine. But it's that whole... why have a good story when you can just have a little penis and then compensate by... let's raise a whole galactic army with the Force. Like, let's just pretend like the Emperor, suddenly he has the power to lift like 1 million Star Destroyers. Like they just took it from, you know, the most powerful dude you've ever seen, like maybe Yoda or whoever, still struggling to lift something extremely heavy, and suddenly you just have this dude like, yeah, no problem, I'm just lifting like what the fuck? It's so retarded, and it's only to try and like go above and beyond the movie before. But you ruin the universe. You have to be consistent about the rules of a universe. That's one of the most important things. That's why Harry Potter are great movies. Like, I don't care if you like them or not. Those are great movies. Why? Because they're consistent. They're believable, regardless of whether or not you like them. Everything in the movie, like, it fits the universe, you know? There's nothing in those movies that feels out of place. You know what I mean? It's completely consistent from start to finish, and that makes it feel believable. It's the same with Lord of the Rings. It's just you enter the universe because it feels realistic to some degree, and when you break those rules, then suddenly everything just feels artificial and fake and uninteresting, and that's what they did with the new Star Wars, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. I mean, although I actually really enjoyed the Mandalorian series, I think it was a really good series in a lot of ways. But yeah, let's make a Star Wars series and have no lightsabers. It's like, what's wrong with you? Why do you think, like, let's take the most popular thing in all of Star Wars and let's leave it out because we're Disney and we don't want people getting, you know, yeah, I don't know. sorry for sitting here and rappling on in a negative way about a bunch of stuff. I don't even look at it that negatively, to be honest. I'm generally speaking a fairly positive guy, just trying to give honest criticism here. You know, you can state salty things without necessarily being salty about it. It's not like I spend my life sitting and whining about these things on a daily basis. I just think it's sad a little bit, right? It's like what could have been. When you have such a great franchise, I feel like you should at least try to do it justice. But people like easy money, and it is hard to blame people for liking easy money. I mean, admittedly, it is hard to hate on people for just liking easy and safe money. Like that, you know.
Right here.
Oh yeah, Jar Jar Binks was fucking epic, dude. Misa so good. I forgot what he says, but I used to be able to do a decent Jar Jar Binks. Starwinds 87. If they had been better dialogue and spent more time pacing things out, the prequel movies probably would have been the best part of the franchise. Yeah. The fuck is? Oh, it died. Thank God. No lightsaber. Agreed. First patrol you didn't trigger. Yeah, true that. Jar Jar could have been great if they had just been a little less over the top with his 4 kids randomly. Yeah, true that. She was a little bit. Ouch, my voice. Yeah, I can't do that right now. I could, but it would hurt a lot. That's a real. Yeah. I like another thing that I think is sad. The only negative thing I have to say about anything made about the Lord of the Rings universe is that if you look at the video of The Hobbit, right, all of the 3 Hobbit movies. I mean, other than the fact that first they made 3 movies about like 3 full books, and then they make 3 movies about 1 book, right? So maybe they should have done it the other way around, but. Anyways, absolutely love The Lord of the Rings, best movies ever. But in The Hobbit, if you look at the CGI effects, there was a transition. I think they did it well in The Hobbit, but there's still an element of realism to The Lord of the Rings that's lacking in The Hobbit. And the reason for that is that they went away from doing what's known as physical special effects. Because at the time of The Hobbit, suddenly, you know, it was possible to do it all CGI. And they did the CGI extremely well in The Hobbit. But nonetheless, they did it full CGI. And that's visible. It does lose an element of I don't know, there's just certain things that look more realistic when you do it like a real world CGI, as it's called. No, the thing I said before. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, and I think they don't do enough of that in movies these days. Some movies, like CGI is a great tool, but it should be a tool. For most movies, at least. And I hope they're not going to go overboard with that in the new series, the new Amazon series that's set in the second age of the Numenorians on the island of Numenor. It's the most expensive series ever made. Over like the budget, over $1 billion was given in funding for the series. And there are so many good signs. That's one of the few things I'm so excited for. It's going to be the Lord of the Rings series, because not only is it the most expensive series ever made, like way more expensive than Game of Thrones. It's funded by Jeff Bezos. I'm not a fan of Jeff Bezos, but that doesn't matter in this context, because he's already put up the money. They've already agreed to make like 3 or 4 seasons. I forgot if it's 3 or 4 that they're filming as a whole. Which is first of all good for the story, because that means that you're not just trying to win people over with season 1, and then only if season 1 works do you move on to season 2, right? It's going to be more consistent that way. And not only that, but it says in the contract of the production of the series, it says that the Tolkien family, in other words, the relatives, descendants of Tolkien himself, have a full veto right on any story decisions. If they don't feel like the series is going in a direction that fits Tolkien's vision. Like if they feel like, no, this is way out of proportion. Like this is not what something that Tolkien would have liked. Like, this is just, you know, this is the wrong way. You took a right when you should have taken a left. They have a veto right, which is very rare that anyone would do that. That's because that's the only way they could get the rights to even produce anything in that universe. And he agreed, which is rare. Like that's really rare that anyone would ever give that sort of right to essentially a bunch of strangers, right? Of course, they're not going to just do it for anything, but that really is a clue to me that this might actually be something amazing, potentially, right? They have the money, the budget, they have, and they have all the conditions set right. So I dare to hope this is going to be an amazing series. Maybe even better than Game of Thrones, if that's even possible. It is, because it has a shitty ending, but yeah. So I think that's really just, I can't wait. And it's set in the Second Age, which is a really interesting time. So so many good, yeah. There's a big problem is the blockbuster movies need too much general appeal to make investment back, so they have to avoid trying things that risks their mass appeal. Yeah, for sure. And if they end up being, you know, something that appeals to everyone, really ends up appealing to no one. If the Sith theory about Jar Jar was real, that it would have been epic. I've heard about that, but I don't know what the theory actually is. The Jar Jar being Sith theory. But yeah, anyone else excited for that series? Like, it's in the Second Age, which is when, you know, the Númenóreans, the ones that Aragorn, he's a Númenórean. So it's probably going to be like his ancestors in the time when the island that they're from, if I recall correctly. I saw a couple of YouTube videos about it. And it's in the age where that island sunk and was destroyed. And yeah, and Sauron was alive at that time. And a couple of, I forgot who, but a couple of really big names have been confirmed as actors. Like there were a couple of returns. Elrond has been confirmed. And Lady Galadriel has also been confirmed, same actor. So again, good signs. Something set in a universe that isn't using already known characters is risky. Hopefully stuff like the Mandalorian show them that they're wrong. Yeah, I hope so. But that's another thing while the Lord of the Rings is gonna be, I think it's gonna be a great series. There's so much material, so much source material to draw from, right? Like, one of the reasons that universe feels so believable, so realistic, is because for everything you read in the Lord of the Rings books, like the core books, he has written like half a lexicon of stuff that, you know, illustrating the things that sort of drive characters in the book, right? So like when you find a plant, let's say, you know, the plant in the first movie or book, when he's stabbed on top of Weathertop, and they go and they're looking for a plant. That plant has a name and a full, like that plant has like a 4-page description that's, you know, inherent of a lexicon, you know, similar to a lexicon, with drawings, with, like, you know, everything described in a book that Tolkien has made. So, you know, it's not just a random plant anymore. Suddenly, even the plant has a character, right? And that means when you have that much to draw from, it's gonna be much easier for them to make a realistic story because there's so much to draw from. Oh shit. There's like, he's written so many things. He spent a whole lifetime creating that universe, and there's much more. Like there's several books just filled with like random stuff about the world, and like, yeah. So for those reasons, I definitely hope it's gonna be, and think it's gonna be great. And if it's not, then I'm gonna be so sad. Saw that ninja move right there. Oh my god, man. My throat is so sore. Guys, why are you letting me talk so much? Something is oh yeah, I already read that. CGI to enhance the practical. Yeah, exactly. CGI to enhance the practical. It's not that there was no CGI in Lord of the Rings. Of course there was. but it was practical stunts with CGI on top. Anyways, guys, I think I have to start the stream now. I'm so sorry. I would love to keep playing, but my throat, I can't keep talking. So if I had to keep playing, it would be a silent stream, because otherwise I'll be unable to make a video tomorrow. New Lord of the Rings content. What I love the Mandalorian is that they took the time to expand on the universe, very reminiscent of the expanded universe was before Disney scrapped it away. Yeah, I really enjoyed the story, for sure. I think it was a good story. Definitely a good story in the Mandalorian. And you know, Baby Yoda, right? Like, you just can't hate on Baby Yoda. There's just no way. You can't hate on Baby Yoda. It's just not possible. Anyways, guys, thank you so much to everyone for joining. It's really much appreciated. I'm glad to see we're actually hitting pretty decent numbers, even though it's just quickplay. So I'm glad to see that that you guys wanna come in here and hang out. I'll be streaming as much as I possibly can between now and the release of Cyberpunk, just to again get more comfortable with it. But today actually really went well. Like I mentally decided that today you're gonna relax while streaming. You're gonna take it chill and stop worrying about whether you're doing everything right. And it seemed to, at least I felt like it worked out pretty well. So I'll try to keep that up in the future. And thank you guys so much. Thanks so much to everyone who also donated and who subscribed. Really much appreciated, guys. And I hope you'll all join me for Cyberpunk as well. That would be amazing, because there's gonna be so many people playing Cyberpunk that I would be honored if anyone would possibly bother to have me as their go-to Cyberpunk streamer. And yeah, thank you so much to everyone for joining. You are amazing. It's really much appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next stream or video or in the Discord. Anyone, if you want to play with me sometime, come in the Discord. Like, I don't bite. I don't care how good you are. If I'm there and I have the time, I'll play with you guys. So keep that in mind if you want to join. So there should be a link in all my descriptions. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. You guys have a great night.